Black and white. Black
Welcome to
and
Black and
white.
White Movie Night. I'm Black.
I'm white, and we're in the middle of a fight. Started by the black.
Welcome to November, and the theme for this month is the first movies we saw as a couple. So things that we watched together in 2019. And the first movie in that category is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and some small roles from a
Is it
lot of
Roby?
people.
Are you sure?
I know I'm not. What do you call it, Robbie?
I don't know. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, but
Both
from who?
presented with surety on both sides.
But you heard this from who? Just other people talking
I
about
feel
movie?
like the common pronunciation is
Robbie? Robbie?
no, people saying Robbie, and people correct it to Roby.
Yeah, but who
Just
are
like
the people?
Gal Gadot, and it's actually pronounced Gadot, but nobody. There is no
Well,
consensus.
She won't ever hear this, so.
You don't know that?
Oh, wait. I found a clip. Margot Robbie says Margot Robbie, or however you say it.
Roby.
Dang, that cut off fast. Margot Robbie. Okay. What did I say?
Sounded like Ruby. Sounded like you could just hear her accent saying it. Ruby.
Well,
Ruby.
I'm going to say it
Sounds like Ruby.
How did I say it?
Margot Ruby.
How did I say it when I introduced it?
Roby.
Okay, and how are you going to say it?
Ruby.
Okay, I'm not doing that. She's just going to be Margot. Just going to be Margot for today.
MR. So do you remember going to see this?
No. I remembered my feeling about it because I had the same feeling when we watched it again this time, but I don't quite remember going to see it.
So you don't remember where you saw it
Absolutely not. No.
or where we saw it?
No. Just want to know if I knew that. You're gonna tell me where?
Oh, do you want to know where?
Not really. I guess it's not important.
Okay.
But why'd you ask that if it wasn't
I
important?
was just curious if you have any memory surrounding the actual event of seeing it
I
for the
told
first
you I
time
remember
together.
how I felt about it at a particular point because I felt the same way this time around. That's about it.
But you did remember specifically having seen it with me?
No. Mm-mm. I know that because you told me we'd had.
But you believe that because you don't believe that we saw Wonder Woman together.
No, I do believe that. What are you talking about? We just weren't dating when we saw that together. That was 2017.
Well, we technically weren't dating when we saw this together.
What month was this?
I believe it came out at the end of July, but we would have seen
This must
it
have been the last
later,
time we talked.
because it
Before we started talking again in October.
It was definitely not still playing in theaters in October.
Okay.
So how do you remember feeling? If that's the only thing you remember about seeing it the first time.
Well, it was a particular part, and I was like, it's too gory. Like it's a particular scene went on too long for me. Like it was dumb.
Okay.
Like
so
once it surpasses a particular amount. But I feel like that about him in general. Like some of his stuff I like, but then there's stuff about it that I equally makes me not like it. But anyway.
So, I mean, you're obviously talking about the finale. So the whole movie's a slow build. So what, you loved it up to that point
I did
and then
love
throw it
There
out the
was
window?
All the flashbacks to the movies or shows. Rick, it's Rick, right? Leonardo is Rick. Yeah, it was too much for me. I mean, not too much. I felt like he could have made a whole separate movie about a failing career of a movie star if he wanted to. The extra scenes like about his acting career did nothing for me. So
It did nothing to help characterize the person, to understand.
once you do it one time, you don't need to keep seeing all his all his scenes. They were entertaining, I guess, but
Okay, well, isn't that the point of a
No, not.
piece of entertainment is to
You can
entertain?
be entertaining, but not draw it out. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so to you, the movie was overlong.
Because of those scenes.
Yeah, but it creates
Listen,
the entire...
I hear how it sounds or feels for you. You asked me.
Did you feel like it felt like it was authentically of the time? Like it was
What do you mean, of the
realistically
time?
depicting...
The
Like they didn't
1960s,
actually
69?
make it in that time period.
Sure, I bought it. Yeah.
So don't you think that's part
No.
of it, is to make it feel lived in, like you're really in that era?
We're just gonna keep going back and forth. I told you what I said. It felt like 1960s again. Too many of the old movie scenes or whatever. That's all.
So you thought it was overindulgent?
Unnecessary. I don't know if those are quite synonyms, but
Examining the industry at the time and trying to...
again, see, I felt like there were two separate movies going on. Like if that would have been something about a failing movie star, that plus the other part would have been great.
Okay, we'll let you pick it apart piece by piece as
I don't have
go
that much to
through it.
pick. It's a generalization.
Well, it sounds like
The scenes, they were good scenes. Like I said, I didn't feel they were necessary for the movie. Or that many of them.
So you feel like each of them as standalones are fine, but when you put them all together, it's too much and overlong.
Yes.
Okay. So we start with the old-timey Columbia logo. It's throwback, obviously trying to transport you back in time right from the beginning. And then we start with the black and white promo for Bounty Law.
Yes. I put movie trailer, right?
Starring
On NBC?
Jake Cahill. And this is a old Western TV show.
It's a real one? Or you're just saying?
No, it's not a real one.
Well, I don't see why you made a face like that, because it's not like they didn't have real movie references in there.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so I don't look like, no, this isn't a real one.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah. That's part of why it spends so much time, is creating a realistic and authentic while holding it up against a fictitious portrayal of real people as well. It's creating an alternate reality. So we get this promo for this TV show. It's a very by the books Western. I mean, you assume I guess he's a marshal. He's collecting bounties on people, whatever. Jake Cahill, he's presented as like a old cowboy enforcer type. They're showing clips from the show, and he's the hero of the show.
Yeah.
And then it transitions into
Him
a
doing an
TV interview with Rick Dalton and his stunt double, Cliff Booth. Now, Rick is played by Leonardo DiCaprio. His stunt double, Cliff Booth, is played by Brad Pitt. And right out the gate, not in the promo for the show, but in the interview, Rick Dalton lights up his first red apple cigarette of the movie, and there's a lot of sensationalizing isn't the word. What's
glorifying?
the word?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, kind
smoking,
of
the
that.
viewpoint of smoking?
Yeah, which is something that is pretty much absent from a lot of modern movies. It used to be.
Yeah, because they realized they were influencing people poorly. Bad decision making. Kids.
Who's they?
Can't remember. What do you mean? What I said? They realized? What did I say?
You think they?
No, wait.
collectively-
What verb did I say after they?
I don't know, man.
Okay, well
Rewind
that
it.
changes what I'm talking about. I think they. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was the whole deal of why there's less smoking now.
No,
don't think
you
so?
think that it was a studio decision, or you think
No.
it was society deciding collectively to move against
Yeah,
tobacco?
I don't think it was a studio at all. I mean, I don't think it was a studio. I meant
Because
more society.
it is still present and it does show
Mhm.
up, but it is definitely a bygone thing now.
It's so funny you mentioned that. The last thing I wrote in my notes, I don't know why. I was like, I wonder if I would have been a smoker if I was, in another time, another decade, just to how common it was. But I don't know. It stinks, so I doubt it.
It used to be touted as medically helpful. They would have doctors
what?
doing endorsements.
Helpful to what, though? What condition?
To thinking, promoting like clarity of thought, and
Really?
who knows what the hell else.
What is that in his driveway?
Yeah, it looks like a piece of a billboard, some sort of, or a
Comanche?
huge promotional poster or something.
It looks like the letters Comanche on the right edge. You know what I'm talking about?
It looks like the letters Comanche.
Yeah, I swear I'm not crazy.
Well, back to the interview. The man is interacting with Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth. They're showing their relationship to each other, and he's indicating, oh, Cliff's been his stunt double for a long time, and they have a very friendly way. They seem like friends, not just coworkers. And it seems like this is setting up the entire movie is essentially about their relationship to each other and their arc. And it's also examining the artifice of being an actor in the industry, I feel like, because Rick is presentational and Cliff is being shown to be the real deal. Obviously, it's Brad Pitt, so he's pretending to be a stunt double as well. That's one of the big fun things about this movie to me, is it manipulating and playing with those ideas of.
Can you explain what you mean by Rick is shown as presentational versus Cliff being the real deal?
Well, like in the interview, he says, well, let's say I got to fall off a horse.
Yeah.
Like, now I can fall off a horse, but, Cliff is the one doing it on purpose because he doesn't want to run the risk of getting hurt or injured. And
okay, no, just the way you said it, I thought you meant like, I know you didn't mean it, but it sounded to me like it could have meant that he didn't have real talent. But okay.
That's what like the skyrocketing and the emphasis on what Tom Cruise's career has developed into is because of the fact that he is authentically doing all of his own stunts for real. And that's the impressive nature of that by comparison to most any and all other actors who would never.
May I ask how you know that for sure? Like, is there background footage? Is it just him saying it? Is it other people saying it? Like, how do we know for sure? Or how do you know for sure? Because I don't keep up with that he does his own stunts.
That
Tom Cruise.
That's the entire selling point of the Mission Impossible series has been.
Did you hear how, in particular, was it somebody verbally saying it or was there footage? I'm just curious how.
No, it was all built into the marketing.
So during the trailer, they were like, he's doing his own stunts. I'm just asking for the actual proof that we got.
No, the expansion of marketing. I mean, it did eventually develop into that whenever they started running the initial promos for Dead Reckoning.
It was like, does his own stunts. That's what it said.
No, but the first footage they released was him doing the jump off of the cliff on the motorcycle.
It was behind.
It's something that had been highlighted in starting with number 4 probably was whenever it really became a focal point.
In interviews? Is that what you mean? Became a focal point? Because yes, it's in the movie, duh, because it's the stunt. I'm asking.
Yes, but
how?
That for years now with DVDs and YouTube and everything, supplemental materials about how behind the scenes stuff of how the movie is made is omnipresent.
Okay.
For a movie like that especially. I'm not just speculating
I
that he
didn't think
does
you
his
were,
own
but since
stunts.
I don't know, I want to know how you knew.
I mean, you've seen the trailers for
Yes,
those
but trailers
movies.
don't mean he's doing it.
Yes, but don't you think you'd have a recollection of it was like Tom Cruise doing his own stunts in Mission
No, I
Impossible
wouldn't.
8?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Especially since I don't really care about Mission Impossible.
So then the interview ends, and then we go to color, and we don't know what we're seeing because it's a zoomed in close up of gritted teeth. Yeah,
and we can hear
being
a sprinkler.
exposed.
And we see people reversing in the car.
No, it slowly is pulling back more and more to reveal that it's a face. That's when you can recognize that it's teeth, and then it's coming through a car. And people get into that car. And then we know from having just seen the interview, and the way that they were seated in the interview is flipped because now we're seeing them from behind, and then the credits start. And from how they get in the car, Cliff is in the driver's seat. Cliff, Brad Pitt, Rick Dalton, DiCaprio is in the passenger seat. But their credits, whenever they come up, are flipped.
And this interests you? Because you just
That's
spent a whole lot of
fun.
time.
It's more. That's just more the fun that the movie has with actors and people playing each other, and I mean.
But are you at least going to admit that they are reversing in the car? They're backing up out of a driveway, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're backing away from house. I don't know that it was really the driveway. It seems like it's out in a cul-de-sac. Right? That piece of billboard is like on the property line. The car is parked in front of it, but he's not coming out of the driveway. He's like reversing out of the cul-de-sac.
I'll default to you since you've seen this multiple times. Looked like a driveway to me.
Well, you've seen it multiple times too.
Yeah, but it wasn't impressive enough for me to remember it. Also, has it been a full week since we've seen this? So some details are fuzzy. I have notes, but they're chicken scratch. Next, we go to the plane and see a stewardess, all right?
Yeah, then we switch to the plane. Getting Margot Robbie getting off at the airport. There's paparazzi snapping her picture.
Well, before that, we're back to boots that belong to either Rick or Cliff. Then we go back to Margot with her dog at the airport, and I'm assuming Roman.
What's the boots?
What is it? I don't know. I just wrote down the order that those little flashes happened. What do you mean? I just told you whose boots they were.
Well, yeah, but you're giving me shit for talking about their titles coming up and them getting in the car. Why'd you go back and make the point about them showing the boots?
Because you skipped the boots. And you look like you're trying to go in order, so I was letting you know you skipped the boots.
I look like I'm trying to go in order?
Yeah.
How do you assess through visual cues that I'm trying to go in order? We get Saturday, February 8th, 1969. What? You pointed. What?
Well, I don't know if you're going to... The car... What's the car? You don't call that an emblem or trademark. What's the thing on a car that you know? Trademark? No.
A hood ornament?
Hood ornament. What was that one? What was that?
Talking about on Al Pacino's vehicle? Mr. Schwartz?
I guess, because right after that I wrote restaurant scene. So, yeah, what kind of car is that?
I don't know. It was probably a Rolls Royce. I don't know. What did it look like? Do you remember?
No, I couldn't even tell. And then
Did
I
it
know
have
further down.
wings?
I don't, again.
Like
I
a
don't
person with big wings?
know. Anyway, because further down, I was like, I really like old cars. Like, I've never seen an ugly one. They just look really good. Oh, I guess I could wait. Just
What?
Slight something else that bothered me. Who was narrating?
We didn't recognize the voice.
Not like in real life, but who are they? Never mind. No, who was narrating?
Kurt Russell.
Okay.
He was in the movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that it was supposed to be his character was narrating it?
I don't know who he be talking to. Just us.
Well, and like in the promos for Bounty Law, like there's somebody narrating that, and the movie has a narrator. I mean,
Okay, so this is playing with meta stuff. So that's what's going on.
I don't know. And where are they at?
What do you mean? In LA? What do you mean? Where are they?
Well, they're at a very known establishment in LA.
Oh, you talking about the restaurant? I didn't write it down. I don't know. That's what you're talking about?
Musso and Frank's. You never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
I think it's
You
been
have?
around
Besides this movie?
for 100 years or something there, a long
You
time.
have besides this movie?
Yeah, I had heard of it.
Why?
Couldn't tell you.
Probably another movie.
Probably another movie. I don't know. Could just be people talking about it.
What do you mean, people? Who do you know from LA? What do you mean, people?
From listening to
Okay,
podcasts
okay.
and shows
That's what I
and
meant. But not people in
interviews
real life.
with people.
Okay.
Please.
Talk about people be talking.
Probably covered it on stupid restaurant shows. I mean, I don't ever watch those, but Rick is drinking, and guess you remember what they're drinking? They're drinking. They're there seemingly for lunch. It doesn't
No,
seem
I
like it's
didn't.
nighttime.
No, it's not, because when they leave in the parking lot, it's daytime. No, I didn't write anything about drinks. Why?
He was drinking whiskey sour.
Okay, well, I'll
And
I'll
Cliff
take
is
that because he does
drinking-
mention whiskey sours later.
Cliff is drinking.
Wait. No, I don't know. He's at the bar though, right? By himself? Not by himself.
It's a drink you can definitely identify just from looking at it.
Yeah, but I can't think of what it is
It's in a
right
tall
now. That's not gonna help
cocktail
me.
glass or a highball glass.
Not a mojito.
No.
What? Shirley? No. What?
Yeah, Cliff's drinking a Shirley Temple.
What is it?
It's got a
I
garnish.
I don't want any more clues.
It's got a garnish
I want
sticking
the name
out of the top.
of it. Because I'm not going to know. What is the name of it?
It's got a stock
All right, I'm just let you
like-
blow yourself out.
garnish sticking out of the top.
It has a what? Sock like.
Stock.
Oh, Bloody Mary then?
Bloody Mary. Enter Mr. Schwartz. You want to try to say his name?
Well, first tell
I
me.
just said it.
Yeah, but
He corrects
right, I was
Rick
gonna say,
for
how does
saying
Rick
it
say it?
wrong.
He pronounces it with a extra Z or T or something. What's the
Schwartz.
Schwartz? So then
It
if it's
says
not
Schwartz.
it's no, I can't say it. My lips don't move that way.
Rick explains why Cliff is there.
Yes.
You remember?
Didn't he lose his license? Or they suspended or something?
Too many drunk driving tickets. Which I guess, I mean, I didn't think to look it up, but I guess you used to just get a ticket if you got caught driving drunk. It wasn't a DUI and revocation or whatever. It was pretty much a potentially life-ruining event in somebody's life these days. Costs a lot of money too.
What does?
Getting a DUI,
Like how much?
like over 10 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's the entrance of the Kurt Russell voiceover, I think is right there.
Yeah. I put who's a narrator.
Yeah. So why'd you jump it in at the beginning of the scene?
Well, only because earlier when you were
You look like you were trying to go in order. Mr. Schwartz said he was watching Rick's movies, 35 millimeter prints.
and it shows the what do you call that projector going?
Yeah, it shows him bringing everything up. There's a
Yeah, like everything somebody says happened, they show it in a flashback. Anyway, carry on. It's right at that point. I was like, flashback footage annoys me, so it annoyed me from the jump.
the overused phrasing for a movie like this or anything that is a from the heart kind of artistic endeavor.
Wait, pause. From the heart? What do you mean? From the heart?
The overused phrasing ascribed to a movie like this, and specifically with this movie and many others, is that a love letter. It's a love letter to Hollywood, old Hollywood.
Okay.
That's why it's. Why the fuck am I not? It's not sensationalized or romanticized. It's just like
homage.
Fuck
What were you looking for?
I don't know. It'll come to me maybe eventually. I don't know why I can't think of it. But it's very lovingly portraying this, like, by saying the 35 millimeter prints, and you know that Tarantino bought the.
Do I know this?
Is it the Vista?
Don't know.
The Cinerama Dome? I don't know. He bought a couple like major landmark movie theaters in Hollywood or in LA. Open? Yes, he bought them to save them.
Oh, okay.
As part of like film preservation, and they do.
Oh, movies.
They show and save prints of old movies in 35 millimeter and 70 millimeter. So Mr. Schwartz says that he was watching 35 millimeter prints of Tanner, and I wrote this down wrong because I misheard it. But then realized it later whenever they showed something or somebody restated it. Tanner, and I wrote down 14/5, like I wrote 14/5, like a ratio.
What is it?
14 fists.
Oh, that's what is that? The
of
name
McCluskey is the other movie. That's the flamethrower movie.
Yes.
So Tanner is like a Western. They showed something of that. He's talking about he watched it with his wife. Mm-hmm. And that his wife loved Westerns, and they watched that one together. Then she went to bed. Then he watched 14 Fists of McCluskey by himself. They're showing scenes from that movie. It's Leo hiding behind a big banner. We're getting flashes of the alternate reality of Inglourious Bastards being shown here, because he's hiding behind a big banner or a curtain, and there's a bunch of Nazis in uniform on the other side of it. And then eventually, as the scene plays out, he comes out from behind the curtain and yells out. You didn't make any notes about the flashback? Remember what he yells?
No, I didn't write anything about the flashback. I just wrote something about the flamethrower. What does he say?
Anybody order fried sauerkraut?
No. Why would that stick for me?
Because it's obviously meant to be a
dumb
gag line, or like a one-liner in an action movie before something the hero does to vanquish the enemy or kill a bad guy.
That explains it. Those annoy me in action movies too.
They annoy you in action movies. There's never been one that's made you laugh. I feel like
I'm sure there are, but like it's an eye roll laugh.
You laughed in Predator when he said, "I ain't got time to bleed."
Because it was dumb. It was an eye roll laugh.
Again, these are efforts to be entertaining. Then he starts chronicling his television career. He said he watched an episode of Bounty Law. They're showing a clip from that. It's got somebody you recognized but couldn't place who it was. Do you want to say who that was?
You're not talking about Timothy yet, are you? No.
Timothy, no. This is Mr. Schwartz watching his stuff. This is still, we're at Musso and Frank still.
Okay, can I ask a question? Did I point out the person when they came on the screen?
You said, do we know him? What's his name?
Did you ever tell me?
Does he have a sister?
Okay, yes. I can see his face, but I still don't. You told me his name and I still don't remember it. And I still can't name what movie I know him from. What's his name?
He's dead.
Okay.
He died recently.
Recently?
Yeah.
This year?
His sister and Candyman.
I haven't seen Candyman.
I know.
What is that? That's a scary movie, right? What's his name?
She's in Sideways.
I didn't like Sideways either. Didn't finish it.
We watched something. You were like, is that Virginia?
Virginia? I said her name out loud.
Yeah.
I said her name.
Is that Virginia? This is still not bringing.
I can see the man you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
You can't see Virginia? You can't think of a
Virginia
who's the actress that you know?
No. I'm sure I know her face, though.
Her brother's named Michael.
I guess we're going to do this all night.
Madsen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't know what you know him from. He's in
I'll
lots of
look him
stuff.
up later.
Frequently works with Tarantino. He was in Reservoir Dogs.
Didn't see that.
He's in Kill Bill.
I am curious what I know him from, though, because I can see his face.
Maybe you knew him from this and you just didn't remember because you didn't like it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. He's in the movie for about 45 seconds. Then we get a clip from Rick Dalton's appearance on Hullabaloo, which is some kind of variety show. I forgot to look to see if it was a real one. You remember this?
No. I summed this up and I put his career's over. He's gonna have to move to Italy.
Wow.
And I put how long he practiced with the flamethrower. I wrote down bounty law. I wrote down there's the film being projected. And the next thing was don't cry in front of the Mexicans. So no.
You don't remember him singing?
Leonardo was singing?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yes.
Oh.
He's snapping his fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's the girls doing the choreographed dance around him.
Yeah.
I was thinking those girls had to learn that dance to dance around him, and they were probably over the moon telling everybody, I'm in a scene with Leonardo in the new Tarantino movie. Like, I mean, I would be doing that if I were dancing around him in the new Tarantino movie, but to not have any dialogue and it be like, that would be the biggest fucking deal. And he would not even recognize those girls if they walked up to him, probably even the next day. But he's singing some song. I'm sure it's a made up song, but maybe it's a real song. I don't know. But he's just talking about like something behind the green door. You don't remember? There was a lot of I didn't connect it at any previous point watching it, but there was a lot of like green, like saying stuff is green and highlighted green. Yeah, the green door is repeated in the song several times.
Green in the movie. What are you talking about? What else?
Well, there's a scene later with Steve McQueen, or that guy portraying Steve McQueen. He's like, "Sure as God makes little green apples."
Okay.
You remember that line?
No.
But yes, you're right. How did you say his career's in the shit, or what did you? How did you?
I just said
wrote
his
it down?
career's over. He's gonna have to make movies in Italy, and I wrote down spaghetti westerns, and I put our Italian westerns, spaghetti westerns. That's all.
So that was your take from it, but you didn't think that Mr. Schwartz was kind of artfully doing that in a way to do this pitch of him being in the spaghetti westerns?
Yeah, but it boils down to his fucking career's over in Hollywood. He gotta go. Or he should go if he wants to still be relevant in any kind of way.
Okay, well.
What?
Do you remember like how he presented that? He was asking him like, oh, well, what do you got going on now?
Yes,
what are you working on?
He was telling them what spots or guest star shows or whatever he's been on, and he was saying how when you're on the way out or not, I don't know, about how they give you the role that you get killed off on and it makes the main person look better.
He's using some industry lingo, saying he's the heavy. Played the heavy on FBI, played the heavy on whatever. He's like, yeah, he's presenting his decline of his career in a congratulatory way. He's giving him praise about the films.
Want him to be rude about it?
Well, I just,
What?
he has a breakdown whenever they're leaving out of there, but in the midst of it, whenever he's there with them, it also is seeming like it hadn't fully occurred to him. So?
Wait. Are you saying that it didn't hit him until he walked out? Because I feel like I could feel like there's some distress in his face as he's listening to him. But you didn't get the...
Yes, but that's why I'm thinking as it's going along.
Yeah.
Because it starts off with like, I watched your pictures with my wife. Oh, we love the Westerns. We met watching Westerns.
It looks real. It's hard to look at you with the headphones.
Well, then look at the corner of the room.
Oh, you got them on.
I've been looking at
I got them on like that.
Because I wear them however I want. You can try to describe how I have them on.
No.
It's theater of the mind. They can only hear. They can't. You
Guess
shouldn't
what?
talk
Guess what
about something
say?
happening visually. Try to
Unless
describe
I'm
it.
going to edit it out, which I already had in my mind when I said it, which is why I said it.
See, run over. Try to avoid it. Just try to describe it.
They're on in the cockamamie fashion. I don't know what you want me to tell you. They're not on your ears. One is on your temple. One.
Which one?
Your right one. The one on the right side.
Okay.
That's it.
So it's
There's nothing
in
else.
front of my ear, on the side of my face.
I said over your temple.
I feel like it's not even the top part of it's touching my temple. I feel like it's not on my temple much at all.
Well, can you point to your temple on the left side of your face? Your temple way up there?
Where's your temple?
I feel like it's more by my eye. Right
No. Do you know what your temple is?
Here. Yeah, I do.
I don't think you do.
Yes, I do.
I don't think
Yes,
you do.
I do.
Your temple is not. That's your
That's
ocular cavity. Yeah, your
Yeah,
orbital.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't right here. I was further back.
Put your finger on your temple right now.
It's right here for me.
You are touching just behind your eyebrow.
My eyebrow come way over here. You're crazy, man. This doesn't matter. Can we move on?
Your finger is
getting-
like a quarter inch behind your eyebrow.
Seriously.
That's what you're pointing to as your temple.
Okay, wait. I'm on my eyebrow right now, yes?
Yes.
I'm still on my eyebrow?
Yeah.
And this is where my finger was?
Yes.
Okay. Carry on.
You are an NJ, man. All right. So you're the heavy. He's saying you're the heavy. You lose the fight.
Mm-hmm.
It puts the other guy over. These are like the same rules as wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Even the term
You
heavy?
put somebody over by, well, they use different terms.
Oh.
The heel and the face. The face is the good guy. The heel is the bad guy. Well, you've heard of a heel as a bad guy. Or bad guy described as a heel before, right? Or the villain is a heel.
I've heard of somebody not being a nice guy as a heel. I wouldn't have associated with just like a villain. You know what I mean? They weren't that seriously bad. Just a dick more like.
Okay. So the meeting's over. He's offering him the job to make pictures in Italy, doing Italian westerns, which, yes, are spaghetti westerns. Or there were Italian directors like all the Clint Eastwood movies, Fistful of Dollars, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You've heard Sergio Leone.
Maybe.
He's an Italian director who made American westerns, which are also spaghetti westerns. Well, I don't know if the term applies specifically to one or the other, or if it encompasses both.
Wait. Say that as a full sentence again. You don't know if what term encompasses what?
I don't know if it applies specifically to an Italian director making an American Western, or if it's an Italian Western, or both, or it's probably both, but who the fuck knows?
It says films that belong to the Western genre that were principally produced by Italian film companies and were often directed by Italians and starred European actors and occasionally American actors. It was common for dialogue to be recorded after shooting and then inserting the dub during the editing process. And they mentioned Sergio Leone. The two you just mentioned.
Okay, so now we're back outside of Musso and Frank's. They're getting the car from the valet. Leo is chugging a cigarette like he needs it to stay tethered to this earth. The line that tickled you so that you wrote down.
Did it tickle me?
You laughed pretty hard. You
Yeah,
laughed. You took note of it.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't believe they said it. Don't cry in front of the Mexicans. Because the mob was like, why not? What's the problem? That's all.
You want to say who the Mexicans were?
No, because I don't.
They were working as the valets.
Were they? Okay.
Jesus.
But again, what's the problem?
And they're driving.
We hear on the radio talking about JFK's trial, or I don't want to say it's killing trial. What do you say? The trial about his murder, I guess. Assassination.
Do you remember who his assassin was?
The name?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Charles Lee Ray.
What? That was his real name?
No.
I was going to say that's the man from Child's Play. Why,
Yeah,
why
I
would
know.
you say that?
From A Doll's Life.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I was waiting to tell you. I was going to tell you at the beginning, but you were so hard-nosed about getting right into it and trying to brush past our personal tiff that we've been having today.
I was trying to rush into it today because I'm sure if you look, there's at least 4 minutes of silence. So I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah. Heavy silence. Dense silence. I learned a bunch of stuff about Child's Play that I didn't know because I started listening to the audiobook of a comprehensive breakdown of all the Chucky movies, basically. It's called Reign of Chucky. There was some interesting stuff in there. Like, in the beginning, you remember how it starts? In media res.
Yes,
You remember saying that?
What about
and
it?
what's happening?
Please, hold on. Detective Norris, Mike Norris, is chasing, what's his face? The Strangler.
Mm-hmm. Well, right whenever it starts,
Yeah.
you
They're in the
can see
alleyway or
them.
something.
You can see them both in frame.
Okay.
And Detective Mike Norris, you can see him throw something off to the side. Like it opens, and that's the first thing you see.
Okay, what is he doing?
Charles Lee Ray is running away. So he's throwing away. It was originally, and they filmed it and everything. It started with him dressed in drag as a woman, pretending to be a drunk woman leaving a bar, and
to try to get at Charles Lee Ray? Or he just does it for fun?
To try to like entice him to stalk and kill him, and then the reveal was him turning around and like taking the wig off and being like, "Am I pretty enough for you?" or something like that.
I wonder what they cut it.
Well, for time, and I'm assuming maybe it was written in like that because Chris Sarandon's big breakthrough role was for playing a transgender person in Dog Day Afternoon. He was nominated for Academy Award for it with Pacino. So that was something that I didn't realize either. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't put that together, that the two of them are both Academy Award nominees because Brad Dourif, who was Charles Lee Ray, Chucky, was nominated for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You're nodding like, yeah, everybody knows that. Like,
No.
Nothing about this is impressive. You don't think it's weird that 2 Academy Award worthy actors were the stars of Child's Play in 1988? You think they had some Rick Dalton style career trajectory questioning going on in their own minds? I mean, 2 early roles, very early roles, breakthrough roles for them were Academy Award nominated films. And then by 88, they're both doing Child's Play about a murderous doll.
So in your mind, I feel like there's just not enough good movies to go around. So I'm not like, oh, they fell so far. You know what I mean? It's just another movie.
Also, I should have taken more notes about it, but there was a
y'all excuse this detour back to weeks ago of what we covered. Carry on.
Yeah, look at you trying to directly address the audience. The person who did the animatronics for Chucky, for the Chucky
that means
doll,
making the doll move.
Yes,
Okay.
The special effect of it is okay. I should go back. The woman who played the mom, Andy's mom, she went on to be the mom in Seventh Heaven,
yes.
right? Well, at the time in the movie, she wasn't a mother and had difficulty like
being motherless,
getting a connection with Andy and blah, blah, blah. She ended up by the end of production getting engaged to and then later marrying the guy who did the Chucky doll, who did the animatronics for it, and they're still married today for 38 years.
Cool.
I thought that was pretty wild. I think also that the director of photography also was the DP on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I could be misremembering that. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to tell you about it too. Maybe I'll remember it later. Either way, Lee Harvey Oswald is the person who shot JFK, not Charles Lee Ray. They're driving through LA, so you weren't really paying attention, I don't think, whenever I was playing the supplemental materials on.
No, because all I saw was it looked like more footage of movies that he had been in.
Well, I don't know the figure, but this movie carried a huge production budget, I'm sure in no small part, to pay the actors who probably also did some sort of I don't even know why I'm speculating on that. Either way, they spent a huge portion of the budget converting, because they shot on location in LA, by converting the streets to look like old LA.
Yeah.
So they luxuriate in these scenes of them driving around town because they made this shit look like it was from 1969 for real. Like down to on the marquees of the theaters that they go by, that they made sure matched up with the dates of what was actually playing in those theaters at the time.
Dean Martin movie to see if it was a real Wrecking Crew.
So as they're driving through town, they are stopped at a crosswalk.
Mm-hmm. And there's some girls dumpster diving. Yes? No?
They're not dumpster diving in the middle of the street.
Oh, they're just waiting for, they're on a bench?
No, they're walking through the street in front of the car.
What I wrote... Okay, that means we skipped a part then, because after we hear the radio part about the murder trial, I put singing and dumpster diving. Is that Sydney Sweeney? Then after that, I put Margaret Qualley past his car. So are you sure you're not forgetting that they showed a little bit of them dumpster diving and fucking singing, buddy?
Then who does he say fucking hippie motherfuckers to before they show up? He's saying that about them, isn't he? Because the next note I have after the valet is fucking hippie motherfuckers.
It doesn't matter. Carry on.
These are not just any hippie motherfuckers.
Right. They're part of the Manson crew. Yes.
Yeah, they're Manson girls. They're singing. Do you remember any of the lyrics of the song they're singing? All is one and one is all. I don't remember the melody of it. I thought for sure when I was writing it down that I would easily recall it, but I have no fucking idea what it was. You wrote down Margaret Qualley, Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
Did you recognize any other ones?
You mean once we get to the ranch? There's only them two at first.
I think Bruce Willis's daughter was one of them too.
At the
and
ranch,
also
not
Kevin
right
Smith's daughter was one of
there's
them
only two
too.
people right now, right? Yes.
Yes, they're dumpster diving. She pulls out. They pull out a big. What? You're shaking your head like because you can hear ambient noise.
No,
or you can't. Oh, okay.
I don't know what they pulled out.
A big jar of pickles.
Because later he asked how are those pickles. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, they're passing in front of the car. There's a lot of all the time driving around and all of these interstitials. The radio is prominent
They played
and
Frank and Nancy Sinatra song. Bill Cosby was on there. Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Why did I write it down? Why did I write that down?
The fuck are you talking about?
Maybe did I mean Bing?
Ming.
Bing.
Well, I doubt it was Bill.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although he probably was working back then. So you didn't write down what was playing whenever they're crossing the street. And Brad Pitt and Margaret Qualley share a glance. They also...
What song is it, Brendan?
It's from your favorite movie from that era. Featuring a soundtrack that you love.
They're playing something from Dirty Dancing. Then?
Dirty Dancing, the movie that came out in 1987.
Yeah, but it wasn't set in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I asked you what the fucking song was. Besides you trying to say it's a favorite movie, which I doubt.
I was giving you tongue-in-cheek clues so that you could guess as to what it was.
Could you give me the
I
name?
watched it relatively recently. Another beloved classic that you despise, and highlighted the music as being the worst part.
The Graduate?
Yes. And so what song are they playing?
I don't know. Oh, Hello Stranger. No, wait.
Jesus
Hello Darkness.
Christ.
Stranger, my friend. I don't know.
What's The Graduate about? What happens in it? What is the main...
A graduate has an affair with his father's associate co-worker. I don't know.
Okay, well, that makes it sound like he's having a gay affair with his father's business partner.
The wife of the business partner. But he eventually falls in love with the daughter instead.
Yes. And who is the woman? What is her name?
Oh, wait. And Bing Crosby.
Jesus Christ. The song is about her. It's a famous song.
I don't know what we're guessing anymore. What are we talking about?
The song that's playing on the radio whenever they're walking across the street is Mrs. Robinson.
Okay, great. Thank you for telling me. Fuck. Jesus Christ. 3 minutes to nothing. I understand.
You understand what?
The clues and how you're trying to connect Miss Robinson's, which is the name of the lady he's sleeping with.
Yes, but why would that song be playing whenever they're having this exchange?
I don't know, Brenda.
Because it's about a May-December romance. Brenda. It's foreshadowing in some way.
It's not a romance. It doesn't happen.
They fuck each other repeatedly.
What? Oh, no.
In The Graduate.
Yes, but not in this. The romance doesn't happen.
Yes, but that's why it's setting up like it is going to happen.
Okay, buddy.
They give each other a peace sign. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. They get back to Rick Dalton's house.
I don't call
They're
it
pulling
foreshadowing
back.
if it doesn't really happen. But carry on.
What?
I say I wouldn't call that foreshadowing if it doesn't really happen, but carry on.
Well, it's playing with expectations then.
Okay.
Fake out foreshadowing. They get back home to Rick Dalton's.
On Cielo Drive.
Yes. Which is being historically accurate
Yes.
for where the Manson murders took place. Because here it is revealed that Rick
Lives next door. Is that what we're talking
to, yes.
about? Sharon Tate and her husband.
Nope. I think they were just engaged. Maybe they were married.
Thanks. They were married. Child rapist Roman Polanski. And they were renting the house, actually. I didn't know that. I thought it was theirs.
And Rick says this is in the wake of Rosemary's Baby being a huge hit as well.
I don't know. Didn't write it down. What did he say?
It is. Oh, you don't know what he said.
Yeah.
Well, you said that after I said this is right after Rosemary's Baby being a huge hit. And you said
you thought I was doubting that it was a huge hit? Okay.
I don't know what you're thinking. He says, I could be one pool party away from starring in the next Polanski pick. And then they are talking about the agenda for tomorrow.
You gonna pick him up, right?
7:15 a.m. out the door.
Which sounds like he's always late. If you gotta remind him like that. You don't think so?
I mean, I just feel like it's trying to emphasize, like, okay, early call time, like, need to be ready to go early. This is just teeing up the aftermath of what happens that night. Then we follow Cliff. He cruises Hollywood.
He speeds out of that neighborhood. I was like, that's dangerous. Carry on.
One might say he seems to be
A
stunt driving his way through Hollywood.
Okay.
He goes through, I don't know, do you know any LA geography to know where Panorama City is in relation to Hollywood or
No.
where they were at? Cielo Drive?
No. But he has a nice setup, being able to see the drive-in theater from where he lives.
So by nice setup, you mean the convenience of being able to watch
a movie
the drive-in movies from over the fence. He's got a chair set up outside too, like a lawn chair facing towards the screen. And he lives in a trailer that is right next to the Van Nuys drive-in, which I can only assume was a real drive-in. I highly doubt it's still there. I wonder if they really built like a screen out there. I wonder how they shot that. Because I'm sure doing it from a distance, they didn't have to like...
Yeah.
We go inside the trailer. We're inside the fridge grabbing Old Chattanooga Tennessee lager. And then he grabs out... You have no notes about this scene?
I only wrote down the dog food because I was going to ask, was it a real brand? That's all.
No, it's not.
That's all.
Did you write down what it was called?
Wolf's Tooth dog food.
Okay.
Got a raccoon on it.
And we get dinner prep. Any thoughts on what this was trying to show or what this is trying to set up? Because you say they spend too long doing all these scenes and flashbacks, but I feel like everything is all preparatory for setting up the final scene and the way everything plays out.
Okay, enlighten me, please.
Well, I want to hear.
Well, I don't remember what he ate besides.
Yes, but it is a drawn out process.
Yes, it is.
Where the dog is sitting and waiting patiently.
Yeah, he says that better not be whining. Okay.
Yes, so he's preparing the dog's food. He's also preparing food for himself.
Yes, comes out of the can congealed like. What are you saying?
It's just showing a very ordered process. The dog seems to be aware of this process and
he's
is
obedient,
patiently
he's
awaiting.
smart,
Yes,
yes.
very smart, well trained. You're calling the dog a he.
I'm sorry, Brandy. She.
Okay. And Cliff is also. I think this is the first time they're showing Cliff. There's a lot of cigarette work.
Okay.
In this, and I feel like Brad Pitt did a good job of doing the dinner prep with the cigarette in his mouth.
Okay.
Like there's no doubt in my mind.
And also, I like to say this is not a scene that I said was spent too much time on. I was specifically talking about the old shows that show Rick acting. Carry On. Telling me I said he spent too much time. Not on this. Carry On.
Okay. And then he's making stovetop instant mac and cheese with the powderized cheese for himself.
I hope this is a good whatever you get into.
No, just showing the process. Then he goes to the point where he's
the dog doesn't eat until he starts eating. What
yes, yeah, he gives it a cue.
Yeah.
It was a very simple cue. Anyways, whatever. Then we go back to Rick's.
Yes, and he's rehearsing. Well, we hear the tape. We hear the lines first, right? Before we see what he's doing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I couldn't tell it for sure.
So yeah, Rick is rehearsing his lines for I guess what he's shooting the next day, and he's in his pool.
Well, first he's in his house.
Okay. Making
What's
a
he
drink,
doing?
probably.
Yeah, making
sours.
drinks. Yep. And the tape is playing lines, and it's basically an exchange. It's setting him up. It's the other people's lines to prompt him to say his own lines.
Right.
This is more preparatory work for the audience, getting us ready for.
I already said it's for the scenes he gonna have the next day. What are you talking about?
Yes, but he's shooting a TV show, so saying for the scenes he's gonna have the next day, this is setting the audience up so that we know the lines too, because they're going to play a part in this showing the shooting of the TV show the next day.
Yes. And I would like to say here, I do like the transitions he has throughout the movie.
Okay. You want to say a specific example of one?
For this one, they transition from him to the pool, and then they pan up to the top of the roof, and then we go over to Sharon's driveway, and her and Roman are getting in the car and leaving. And they also speed out of this little neighborhood.
Yeah, they've got a little. I don't know enough car terminology. Yeah. A little coupe convertible, some little speedy roadster. Roadie speedster. Got any assessment of how they're dressed?
Don't remember what they have on. Just wrote down where they're going.
I mean, pretty much to a T. Polanski is dressed like Austin Powers. I mean, it's like the same color and everything, and the
I've
big
never seen that movie.
Frill.
Never interested.
What is that called? You did see how he was dressed, so describe how he was dressed. What is that? It's like a full jumpsuit kind of. I don't know. Velour looked like a blue velvet jumpsuit with big white
frilly collar type.
Yeah,
there's a name I don't remember.
It is. I mean, to a T, exactly how Austin Powers is dressed on the cover of the movie. But yes, they are speeding around. I feel like Tarantino is pretty skillful at showing driving. He makes it look good, like the cruising through. And it was something that actually was like destroyed his relationship with Uma Thurman for a long time.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, you know about it?
I remember something very slightly. She was saying she didn't want to do a particular scene and she felt forced. That's all. I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, no, okay. It was he like coerced her into doing the driving and talking about how it would make such a difference if she were really doing the driving, and it was in some old car. It was like doing off-road, and it was something that I feel like I don't remember for certain, but I want to say that they ended up even not using it because of what happened, because she got like really badly injured because something went wrong.
Sounds like an asshole.
Yeah. Well, it was an asshole thing to do. I don't know. He also was in a height of his power on the upswing. I mean, Kill Bill was basically like the biggest. I mean, I don't want to say that was the blank check movie, because Jackie Brown
You're
kind
gonna
of
explain
was.
what you mean by blank check.
It's when somebody garners enough to throw their weight around, so a movie performs well enough or gets enough awards to where they're pretty much enabled to do whatever they want and have total creative control over it. But yeah, after Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown probably would more so be considered that. And it was commercially probably his biggest dud until Grindhouse. But then Kill Bill doing a 2-part, he wanted originally to release it as one film, which is what is coming out later this year. They're doing the whole bloody affair, all of Kill Bill in one big super cut. I'm sure probably with an intermission, because it's got an almost 5-hour runtime. Death Proof, you've probably never seen either. You never saw Grindhouse. Do you know what it is?
No, I only seen like 4 of his movies.
Have you heard of it?
No, at least I don't think so.
Have you heard of a Grindhouse movie?
Mm.
Have you heard of Grindhouse Killer Burgers?
No.
No?
No.
Yes, you have. You've eaten there.
Where?
We went there in Atlanta.
We went where?
Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
No. I remember going to a different burger place.
Mm. Do you remember what that burger place was?
No. Oh, well. Maybe Hot Daddy's, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was Hot Daddy's. That was the last time. Anyways, Death Proof is all about a stunt driver and has stunt people in the main cast. The primary lead of that movie, besides Kurt Russell playing the heavy or the bad guy, is Uma Thurman's stunt double from Kill Bill,
Oh, yeah.
who is an Australian like Margot Robbie. And she's in this movie too. You got nothing? There's somebody with an Australian accent in the movie who speaks with the accent. Never mind. Okay, they're going to the Playboy Mansion. This is, I don't know if they shot really at the real Playboy Mansion, whatever. It looks very realistic. I don't know. They go out back to the grotto pool area. Everybody's around there. This is where we get introduced to Steve McQueen, who's played by Damien. I'm struggling to recall his last name. The guy from Homeland. Did you ever watch that show?
Mm-mm.
He's in Billions too. I never watched either of those shows. That's probably why I can't recall his name. Did you think he was doing a good Steve McQueen?
I'm not qualified to judge a good Steve McQueen. I only ever saw one of his movies.
Which one?
Well, actually, 2. Great Escape
Oh, yeah?
and Love Story.
Was he in Love Story?
No.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
This is where we get the sure as God makes little green apples. You
Is he
remember
the
what
one
that pertains to?
No.
Well, it's basically showing everybody dancing, having a good time, and then he's off to the side.
I was just about to ask before you interrupted me. Was he the one who's saying they have a threesome going on? That's him, right? Threesome being Sharon, Roman, and her ex-boyfriend, Jay. Ex-boyfriend and hairstylist.
I thought it was ex-fiance.
Sure.
Well, the whole point of it is him illustrating their relationships to each other. Jay Sebring and Roman, they're similar height and build. Jay Sebring is being played by Emil Hirsch. You know him as an actor?
Name sounds familiar.
He has some notoriety in the industry. He was kind of unofficially excommunicated from a lot of Hollywood stuff when he was on a big upward trajectory. It was kind of out of place, or I don't know. I'm sure it's not stunt casting or anything, but it had to have been deliberate casting. I don't know if he bears a resemblance to the real guy or if there even was a real Jay Sebring.
There is, which is why I said.
Oh, there is? Oh, you looked it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
They didn't change. He didn't change who was there during the murders.
Okay. Well, I only know Sharon Tate, so you want to actually, since the audience and the listeners might not know, like they might not know what a blank check is, you want to explain what you know about the
What I
Manson
read,
murders?
not what I know.
Okay.
Well, she was 8.5 months pregnant, so she didn't look that big in the movie. But they had went to dinner at the Coyote. Her, Jay, Abigail Folger, coffee heiress person, and I can't pronounce the other name. What was I don't even know. It's not Polish. What, I don't know what the name is. I don't know. Can't say the name.
You have it written down there? Spell it out.
No, I didn't write it down. But no, they didn't miss anything. They did because they didn't die in it, but you know what I mean. They killed the Abigail, and the other person got killed in the yard because they escaped, but the killers caught up with them later. Looks like Jay was killed first, shot, and they tied. Sorry. Now, do you have to give a trigger warning for this ridiculous stuff? I didn't read that much because I don't want to know that much. But they tied Jay to Sharon. She got stabbed 16 times. She did ask to be held hostage so she could at least give birth to her baby. Looks like she also was hung, sorry. And another person.
I think hanged is right.
Oh, is it? Hanged? So hung is not a word?
No, it is. I'm talking about
there was a random
genitals.
person. I can't remember the first name. Last name was Parent, I think. But he was just in the neighborhood because he was visiting. Did they say it was grandpa? Anyway, somebody who was a caretaker for another house. And I guess he was just leaving. And I guess he was nearby. He got it too. Probably because he saw.
Then
and the names of the people who were at the house before. That, not Dewey. Charles Manson says when he goes to the door the first time, he says he's looking for Terry. And do you remember the other name? Okay. Well, I think the real name was, did it say Candace? I don't remember. Anyway.
Okay.
So we're.
Night over.
Yeah.
Next day. 2/9/69.
Sunday. Cliff drops Rick off at set.
You said you didn't think Ruby looked very...
She didn't look 8.5 months to me, but I could just be misremembering.
Do you think it could have something to do with the fact that...
Oh, because it's February. No.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Because...
But I mean, once we... Okay, so yes, she is bigger once we jump forward to August. Okay. Yes. So I only remembered her smaller, pregnant.
Got you mentally excising a pregnant woman.
Anyway,
What happens? Where are we starting the next day?
I wrote down the first thing I wrote about the next day. I said Cliff drops Rick off at
7:15 a.m. out the door, so we know it's the next morning. Yeah, he's getting dropped off. The door to the vehicle opens, and like a pile of cigarette butts fall out onto the ground. Wasn't that here?
I don't know. I didn't write that down. I wrote, for some reason, spits through nose.
Spits through nose.
Yeah, don't know what that is. I'm sure it grossed me out.
Rocket.
Who was it? Who did it?
It had to have been Rick because Cliff doesn't stay.
Okay.
He asks him. I mean, it's abundantly clear that Rick is fucking blasted hungover.
Oh.
He asks Cliff to fix his antenna. Mm-hmm. Cliff asks him to
try to get him a job on set.
Talk to the stunt gaffer. And before he drives off,
don't know.
You're Rick fucking Dalton.
Oh, give him a pep talk.
And then we get.
I wrote.
What do you have?
I think I wrote director. I don't know.
No.
Direction? What?
It said you wanted in the makeup.
Don't the director come to the makeup trailer?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what's he saying?
Don't know. Oh, how he wants to hide his face, make him look like not himself. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wants him to look hippie-ish. We already know that he doesn't like hippies. Because he said, hippie motherfuckers. Like Hell's Angel. The director is very flamboyant, I would say. Rick is, he's doing the thick, mucusy kind of inhales, and he's got a bowl of ice water that he's dunking his head into and hands. The director saying, I didn't hire you to be Rick Dalton. I hired you to be an actor. Then we come out of there, back to Cliff Booth. He's in the car. And we get the second encounter with Margaret Qualley.
What's her name? Pussy. Cat?
Mm-hmm. You want to say who she is in real life?
I already said Margaret Qualley. Did I not say her name?
Qualley.
What's her name?
I would guess Qualley. And who is she?
I already said. What do you mean? We already established that she was part of the Manson crew.
Yeah, but in real life, who is she? Told you who she is.
Oh, you know I don't remember, so tell me again.
Andy McDowell's daughter.
Oh yeah? With who?
Her husband. Some model guy.
Yeah, I didn't remember you telling me that.
A man whose last name is Qualley. And
do we get Sydney Sweeney's name? She's with her still. Do we get her name?
They say her name, but
Eventually,
I don't think I wrote it down. And what is this interaction? Do you don't remember? Ooh. She's sitting on a bench.
Yes. I'm finna make something up here.
Favorite pastimes. One of
my favorite pastimes.
This is what you completely wrote off the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for portraying.
She's trying to hitchhike.
Yes. So she's doing a thumbs up with an inquisitive looking face. Mm-hmm. This is all a wordless exchange.
Yes.
He shakes his head no and points to the direction that he's going. She's doing a sad, over-exaggerated frown, sad face with boo-hoo hands, like she's crying. Back to Rick's house. Cliff Booth to the roof.
Well, first we see him in the shed, and we get a glimpse of the famous flamethrower,
Okay.
and he shows off his skills by hopping up to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And all I wrote was, I never, nowadays when I, not that I think about men, but when I think of them being handy, I always have it looks like it's old times. Like I can see them fixing cars or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I
So he does a parkour up to the roof with no ladder. He's jumping.
What is a parkour? Is just a jump? What are you saying?
Parkour is like using environmental objects to do acrobatic or gymnastic stuff.
How do you spell that?
Parkour.
Uh-huh.
Parkour. You don't remember the Office episode that started with them going parkour, and they're
Going around the
yeah.
I don't remember them saying that word. No, no. I gotta rewatch that. I don't remember anything. Yeah, so Cliff is smoking on the roof. He has a beer in his
Tool belt.
Yep.
His handy.
I was gonna say handy belt. What is this? I wrote something on chest.
He's got scars all over his back.
On chest. Okay.
And we get a
Manson.
big time waster for this movie.
Well, we're talking about him and his wife.
Yes.
Okay. Well, does that mean we have to? That just doesn't come out of nowhere, right? Like
Cliff
we're back with
lights
Kurt Russell.
Cliff lights a cigarette and stares off into space.
Yeah.
And then we get this, what he's thinking during this daydream.
Yes, but the reason he's thinking about it is because he's thinking about what Rick told him about why it might be hard to get him onto the movie.
Which
right?
was what?
He think he killed his wife. Right?
Yeah, but he doesn't say that to him whenever they're having the exchange at the car. Yes, the flashback is to some other production, and Kurt Russell is interacting with Rick, and he's saying, I don't dig him, and then get the he killed his wife, which prompts a flashback within the flashback. And that is, did you write that down?
He's on a boat. He has on goggles. Sounds like his wife is nagging. And that's all I wrote down. And there's a splash in the cutaway. Doesn't really show him doing anything.
But he's holding
what?
Something.
Which
he's got a harpoon gun.
Okay.
Or a spear gun.
What I didn't write down, which is why I said
sitting down
you
on
probably
the boat,
know this better.
And
you
then
should
she
do
walks
the
up to him. And the spear in the spear gun is pointed directly at his wife's midsection. Then we come back to the first flashback. We're still within. Rick says, but he's a goddamn war hero. And then we move over to...
Well, the next thing I wrote was the Bruce Lee scene.
Okay, yes. So then we move over to Bruce Lee. This is on set of whatever this production is that Kurt Russell is the stunt coordinator or whatever his role is on this production. Oh, he also says when he capitulates and agrees, he tells him to steer clear of make sure he steers clear of my wife. Because his wife is the primary reason that she believes the rumor that Cliff killed his wife. We go to Bruce Lee. He's holding court with all the people that are around on the production. They're not shooting anything. They're waiting to shoot something.
Yeah, he's bragging about his fighting skills.
He's talking about other fighters. He's talking about American boxers. Cassius Clay, Sonny Liston, Joe Louis, and comparing himself to them. He does my hands are registered as lethal weapons. So if I kill somebody in a fight by accident, then I'm going to jail for murder. And then Cliff chimes in and interrupts him. He says, anybody kills anybody by accident, they're going to jail. It's called manslaughter.
Yeah, he's not buying into his bragging and bullshit.
Yeah. This escalates to a challenge to a friendly contest between Cliff and Bruce Lee. Cliff is dressed in like a suit. Is it a tux? He's dressed in a
It's not a
suit,
tux,
and he's
but it's
got
a
like a
suit.
big, like an Ace Ventura hair
Hair, yeah.
extension thing going on. A big poof in the front of, what's that called? A bouffant. They agree to terms of what this contest or this exchange is going to be. No hitting in the face. It's like the first one to knock the other person down. Bruce Lee comes with a flying kick. He hits him in the chest. Cliff gets knocked to the ground, which no one's like, okay, you won or anything like that.
Yeah, why
but he
not?
gets up and he says, try that again. And I don't remember if it's before the first one or the second one, that when they're squaring off and Brad Pitt gives the little wah.
Has to be the second. Well, I don't know.
I wonder if that was ad-libbed or if he was directed to do that. Tries to do the flying kick again. He grabs him by the leg and whips him around and slams him into the side of a car, leaving a massive dent.
Yeah.
And these are old cars too, so these are hard body steel fucking real deal vehicles. So this is it had to have hurt like fucking crazy. This now Janet, Kurt Russell's wife, walks in. What the hell happened to my car?
No, they have to point that out.
Okay. So what happened? You have better notes.
Well,
on it than me.
he's just a star. So she was like, "What are you doing to the star?"
Yeah. Bruce is shrugging it off. The dent in the car is revealed. Everything escalates. And then it blows up to get him the fuck out of here. Basically, like, this is what led to him not being hireable anymore. And we come out. We're back to the roof.
And then we see Dewey Crow, a.k.a. Charles Manson. What's his real name?
Well, when he comes out, when this all is done playing out in his mind,
He acknowledges
he
that,
starts
that's
laughing. He starts laughing. Damon Harriman is the actor's name, playing Manson. We see a beat up Twinkie box truck pulls up into the cul-de-sac on CLO, and
What you called it? What'd you say? CLO.
You said it was CLO Drive, right?
I said CLO, but yeah. Act like you don't know Spanish.
Yeah, Cliff is watching him, sees him make his way towards the door, and then we kind of wait.
That's right. Jay opens the door.
No, does that all plays out in its entirety, or does it go back to it? Okay, yeah, okay, so it does. I didn't.
Jay
That was the
opens
last
the door.
note that I took was he sees Manson.
Ask if Terry and somebody else still lives there. That's all I got for that. And that he waves his hand crazy style in Cliff's direction. Is that later?
No, that was in the deleted scene that I.
Oh. But he does
This
ask for
one.
Terry, though. I did write that down.
Yeah. And we go back. We're on set. Rick's reading his book. This is where we get. Now, did you
Well,
think this
he's
scene...
walking to sit down.
Okay.
And Trudy is reading a book, and he asks if he could sit by her and read as well.
And who's Trudy?
Another actress that's going to be... A young actress that's going to be playing... or doing a scene with him, too. Maribel
How young?
8 years old.
She's a little girl.
Why did you say little girl when I already said a little girl?
You said you didn't say little
What
girl.
I say, young actress?
Yeah. Leo sits down next to her. They're both in the on-set like director style chairs. He's reading his book. He pulls out a cigarette. Trudy delivers this treatise on actors, what the actor's job is. It's a very Quentin Tarantino monologue. She delivers it well. I mean, I don't know how old she really was whenever they were making this movie, but she seems much like the little boy who was playing Andy. Oh, I remember now what one of the other things I was going to say. They said that, you said the scene where he was crying and you were really affected by when he was crying. Like,
He was
oh
faking?
my God. Well, they repeatedly mentioned the fact that the director was telling him off to the side before they were filming that his parents were getting divorced and that it was because of him, and like trying to get him real emotional about it. Now, it was downplayed further as it went on, like, but that was the running line for it for a long time. Like the kid explained, other people explain it away as like,
he said act as if
that it wasn't as exploitative as it was made to sound in retrospect, that it was technique trying to be elicited, that it wasn't like he was lying to the kid and straight up telling him that his parents were getting divorced and it was really his fault.
Not that he know what divorce means.
I don't know. Divorce is pretty prominent in the 80s, I feel like. Well, probably all after Kramer versus Kramer brought it into the forefront of the public thought. You ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
Me neither.
Only a couple scenes.
Rick Dalton's book. He's describing it to the little girl. Easy breezy. He's a Bronco buster. We're getting little
Whose
snippets.
best days
of
are behind him.
Yeah. Very parallel to his own true life.
And he starts crying.
Mm-hmm. We move out of this into... Oh, the little girl does a very good job of trying to, like, pacify him as he gets emotionally worked up. She's tapping him on the thigh and trying to calm him down, saying, like, oh, it sounds like a good book, and I haven't even read it. It sounds like a real good book. The girl is very precocious and preternatural. She's trying to play a little girl who is that,
yes.
and she very much is that. In fact, I feel like I saw her in something...
Another movie?
Newer, and I don't know if I just had it blurred by the fact that this came out the year before COVID, and COVID was like a huge divide mentally when things, so it seemed like this movie came out longer ago than it did, or like more time had elapsed, and also being uncertain of what her actual age was. But I remember thinking like, oh, she must be much older now, and looking it up and she's still like 15 years old or something. Then this moves into our afternoon with Sharon Tate.
She's driving, looking like an airhead for some reason. I wrote that. I said she has an airhead look on her face. She picks up a hitchhiker.
Gotcha. She was probably stoned driving around. Yeah, she picks up a hitchhiker, a hippie Manson-looking girl hitchhiker.
Why does she have to be Manson looking?
Because I feel like she was dressed similarly to the other girls that we had
Like a
seen
hippie
earlier.
then? So you're equating all hippies with the Manson crew? What are you saying?
No, but
We don't
they
have any
were a
proof that she was.
subset of that
Yeah.
counterculture movement that was going on.
We see a marquee, the Wrecking Crew with Dean Martin. She goes into a bookstore, right?
Well, she picks up the hitchhiker. She's like, I'm only going as far as whatever. Takes her to the parking lot. She gets out. They go their separate ways. And then, yeah, we see the marquee. She goes to the bookstore. Did you write down what she's getting?
I only put that it was a first edition book for her husband's birthday. I didn't write the name of it.
Tess, I don't know the pronunciation. Tess Duberville, Tess Duberville, Tess of the Duberville. Yes, a first edition special order. I was looking that up to be like, oh, maybe this book is something about the book or why that book.
Mm-hmm.
And have you heard of that before? I had heard of it before. I didn't know anything about it though.
Mm-mm. So, was there a connection?
It's about a girl in Victorian England who her father discovers that they're from this family, that they're related to the Dubervilles, and she's sent to claim kinship and then ends up getting like raped by one of the people who's supposedly her kin. And I was trying to ascertain like the plot or see if there's something in there that was relative to this, only to go down further and realize, oh no, Roman Polanski made a film adaptation of that book later in 1979 called Tess. So I think that's the only reason why that was thrown in there. But who knows, maybe Polanski has said, I made this movie because Sharon gave me the book. I don't know how he talks. She gets the book, then we go back to Rick on set, and
we see his co-star, one of them, Timothy Oliphant, who's playing Jim Stacy. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You want? We've heard the name. We know the name of the show by this point. Yes. Do you remember what it is? Did you write that down?
No, I did not write it down.
Lancer. Yes.
That's Marabella's last name.
That's all their last name. That's Jim Stacy's last name. That's Luke Perry's last name. We haven't seen him yet.
What do you mean Jim Stacy's last name? Jim Stacy is the character's name.
Jim Stacy is the actor. That's Timothy Oliphant is playing an actor named Jim Stacy, who is on the show Lancer. He is the titular character named Lancer.
So,
Rick Dalton and Jim Stacy are going to be on this episode of Lancer. It's the premiere. It's the first episode. It's going to be his new show.
Yes, but is Lancer, it's not a nickname, right? I'm asking why Jim Stacy's name is Lancer.
Timothy Oliphant is pretending to be an actor named Jim Stacy.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
Jim
Christ.
Stacy. Okay, I got you.
Jesus. This exchange is about. You didn't write down what they talk about?
I don't know what that says.
What do you think it says? Guess at it.
No, it literally looks like it says Snap Hat, The Great Escape, and he looks crazy with that hair.
The Great Escape. So that's what it is. He's
They're
asking him
talking
about.
about it.
He's asking him about the Great
How
Escape.
Yes.
He's like, I heard that
you were going to get that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The role of.
Whoever Steve McQueen play.
Yeah, that's the Steve McQueen role.
Yeah, but he has a name.
Yes, and then it starts showing Leo.
Doing the scene.
Yes,
when
they're making it look like Rick Dalton is, and I haven't seen The Great Escape, so I'm assuming this is a pivotal or a standout scene from it.
One of the times he gets sent to the.
Okay.
I don't call it solitary, whatever they call it.
It's like a showcase scene from it. And they're showing, and they make it look like Leo is really doing a screen test for it or whatever.
Well, no, not just the test, because they have the same set as.
So they're showing him like he was in the movie and he ended up getting replaced by Steve McQueen. So
and here I wrote another note. Spending a lot of time on these side shows, flashbacks, carry on.
So obviously they went to well, I don't know, maybe it's easier nowadays, but they definitely tried to make it look as realistic as possible, like DiCaprio as Rick Dalton was in this scene from The Great Escape. I'm assuming those are all the other real actors and characters.
Mm-hmm. They were.
Now we're going back to Robbie.
I don't write
Yes.
that. Next thing I wrote was, so what happens?
She goes to the movie theater. She goes up to the box office. The movie theater where the Marquise of the Wrecking Crew. Sharon Tate is in the movie.
Mm-hmm. So she asked if she could get in for free.
Well, she did what I told you
What?
I like to do when I go to the Enzian. Because it's a one auditorium movie house.
Tell me again. What you like to do?
That you can go up to the box office. It's the only situation where you can go up and say, one, please.
Okay.
And that's what she does. She says, one, please. You remember how much it costs? 75 cents. The girl who plays the box office attendant, did you recognize her? We started watching. She did a comedy special. We started watching the beginning of it.
I
but
doubt it because I
not
didn't
here.
say, oh, she looks familiar, so I don't think I did.
So she's a comedian, Kate Berlant. I don't know how I know.
started
I know
watching
her from
show.
you and I put it on. We didn't continue watching it because it wasn't catching your attention or wasn't capturing your imagination. Anyways, whenever this movie came out, when Twitter was still Twitter and I had Twitter, I said something to the effect of, oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was surprised to see Kate Berlant. And I put her handle in and she...
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Liked it.
Like, it was the first, like,
Look at you,
interaction.
got celebrity worship.
Please, I was happy about it.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with the world.
Yeah.
Attention.
Okay, so she goes into the movie. They're exchanged. First, she has to call in somebody else. She's like, she says she's in the movie. And then the guy's like, okay, yeah, let her in. And then she's like, can I take your picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like, stand by the poster so people will know who you are. She goes in.
Did she say Valley of the Dolls poster? What, do you remember the name of the movie she said?
Yeah, she said Valley of the Dolls. Yeah, she's like, I was in Valley of the Dolls. I've never seen this movie. I'd never heard of it. You said you looked it up.
Yeah. Wait.
And that is real. The Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
She goes in. It's a big auditorium. I don't know. I should have made a note of what theater that was, since it was more than likely a real theater. They're playing a trailer. She walks in the middle of a trailer for some movie starring Joe Namath, the Hall of Fame NFL quarterback. I didn't write down the name of what it was, but I thought that was funny. I'm sure it's a real movie as well. It looked like a real trailer being shown. And we go back to Rick Dalton on the set for Lancer.
It's a fight scene.
Yeah, and then we get Scoot McNairy.
Well,
It's Mr.
Okay.
Gilbert.
I wrote down alcoholic episode 8 whiskey sours before I wrote down fight scene.
Dang, so you skipped all of it.
What? I skipped all of what?
Yeah, it's the 8 whiskey sours doesn't come till he goes back to his trailer.
I know. So how is it that I wrote that first before back to movie fight scene?
Yes, because back to movie fight scene is when it goes back to Robbie as Sharon Tate.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. So on the set of Lancer, the scene is playing out. We don't show them saying action or anything. It's just starting in the middle of they are filming the scene.
And Rick is having trouble with his lines.
Well, he's not at first. At first, he's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. We get Scoot McNairy. You recognize that actor, right? Or no?
Don't know.
He was in
Oh, you meant the one who does he have a lump or something? No, who we talking about?
the one who's outside the saloon door that Rick comes out eating out of the can or whatever. He's talking to him, Mr. Gilbert. Lancer is out there. It comes, anyways. Yes, it gets to the line flubs whenever he's sitting down with Jim Stacy as Lancer at the table, and he flubs the line, which we've heard when he was rehearsing at his house, of the get her down here, play her little chili pepper heart out.
Mm-hmm.
So he fucks it up once. They go again. He fucks it up again, and then he's asking for a full cut, and he's starting to have a breakdown. Then he leaves the set. This is where we get the trailer meltdown. Now, by accounts that I've read, this was all DiCaprio's idea, and he improvised the entire scene, and it's a great scene.
Well, I saw it and I was like, oh, this is a less funny version of what he does in One Battle After Another when he's breaking down crying. You know what I'm talking about? On the phone because he can't remember the password.
Yeah. So you thought that this trailer breakdown you were not amused by it?
No, it's not that.
You thought the one in One Battle After Another was better.
Well, just that one was more comedic than this one. Like,
Gotcha.
This one seemed more serious. Like, it still had some comedy in it, but.
Yeah. And this is where, he's saying, you had to
Calling
have
himself
8
alcoholic,
goddamn whiskey sours. And then he's saying, you're a goddamn no good drunk. And swearing off alcohol. And he's going through all emotions, swearing off alcohol, and then going right back to he's grabbing a flask out of somewhere and taking a drink.
But then he remembers. And he throws it out the trailer door.
Yeah. This is the complete meltdown of everything. He already had the little mini meltdown walking out of the meeting with Schwartz. Mm-hmm. And then this is like him being confronted with the reality, like being on set, and he's being enveloped by this reality of
everything that he said was happening.
Well, and that he showed up hungover, setting himself up to fail, feeling like he's failing, and he fucked up the lines and embarrassed himself in front of everybody else when he's supposed to be the old pro. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be Rick fucking Dalton.
Oh, please, he redeems himself.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're back at the movies with Sharon. There's all the, about the Tarantino foot fetish rumors and stuff.
That's about all
prominent.
I've read. A sentence like that. That's all Does he like them dirty too?
I don't know, but yes. What? So what?
Her feet are over the seat.
Bare feet.
Yeah, gross. And they're just really dirty. That's all.
Not good movie going etiquette in your estimation?
Well, not if anybody was in front of her, which they weren't, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, but still, if you're putting your head back on that seat later.
Not good.
Or if you're a girl, if you flip your hair over the back of the seat and somebody's dirty ass bare feet have been on it. But yes, and then she's getting to hear people react, and she's loving people.
With them big ass fucking glasses on.
Yeah. But so, and you commented, you were like,
yes,
that doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
So they carefully did the replacement to make it look like Rick's in The Great Escape, but they do not do that here. They're showing real footage from the movie with the real Sharon Tate in it, and Ruby is watching as though it's supposed to really be her and reacting to it. I just thought that's fun. You're at the movies watching a movie. She's pretending to be watching a movie that she's supposedly in. I don't know. I just thought all of that interplay was fun. And a lot of people viewed this scene. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. I don't fucking know. But I read something with people being like, oh, yeah, people who were naysayers of this movie were like, it's just meandering and like, what the fuck is the point of showing this? And like, they don't care. It's like, you either are digging the general like it is a
Direct-
movie that is luxuriating in this environment.
Well, this part didn't bother me.
Every aspect of it. So you like this.
It's not that
this
I
didn't
liked
seem
it. It just didn't.
superfluous.
Right. Didn't bother me.
Okay.
Not that I liked it. It was fine scene.
Okay. Now we got Cliff on the Road again.
But never mind.
What? Go ahead.
I didn't think it was superfluous, but just because like since they are rewriting history about her not murder, they at least have to spend a little time with Margot as Sharon. You know what I mean? Or else it'll just be them at the mansion and the killing scene, right?
Do they? You don't think it's
What?
also much like the Mrs. Robinson playing when Cliff sees Margaret Qualley, that it's creating a false flag on foreshadowing, I guess.
Well, actually, now can you remind me what happens in the clip that it would be a false foreshadowing?
I'm just saying that the template being set up here is that it's going to lead to the Sharon Tate murder.
Okay.
And the title, Once Upon a Time.
Well, the title to me means that something is not going to happen. It's a fairy tale.
Okay.
So no, that didn't do false. But I got you.
Okay. Cliff on the Road, we get Margaret Qualley, third time's a charm.
Yes, he picks her up this time.
We got Neil.
No seatbelts in the car.
Neil Diamond is the song playing on the radio this time. I don't know the song well enough. I'm not well versed in Neil Diamond's catalog or his oeuvre. But the song is Brother. I don't know what the title of the song is even. It's Brother Loves Traveling Salvation Show. I don't know if that's something about like indicative of like the charlatan traveling like Manson was, of like a mind washing or preying on young, supple, moldable minds. Anyways, we see cop drives by Margaret Qualley before she's welcomed into the car by Cliff Booth, and as it passes, she flips a bird and she goes, "Fucking pig!"
Oh, no. So they don't get to it in the movie since they don't get murdered, but that is what they wrote in their blood on the door, pigs. Oh, you knew that. Mm-hmm. Thought you didn't know nothing about the murder.
I don't know enough of the actual details.
That's a big deal.
I know, but I don't have it at top of mind kind of stuff, and I don't have any notes on it.
Is there a reason that particular term is used?
What, pigs?
Yeah. Greedy. Are they greedy? Is that what a pig is considered? Like, what's the significance?
No, I think pig is generally considered to be a derogatory term.
Yes, but why is my question?
Because
just because they're
calling a
messy.
human being a pig is
calling them a bunch of stuff is bad. Like, do you understand what I'm asking? No, for real. Besides,
yeah, like you're gross, you're disgusting. You are against what is desirable. Like you are lower than human. You are scum. You're a pig. You could be killed and eaten. You suck.
Okay.
Piece of shit. They have their exchange when she gets in the car, find out where she's going.
She's trying to suck him off.
Well, no, she says, what?
What?
This is where I feel like having lived there, you should have had a firmer grasp of some of the LA geography. She says going to somewhere, and he's like, you stand out here hitchhiking, trying to get a ride to wherever. And he knows, she's like, yeah, me and my friends live on Spawn Movie Ranch. And he's like, Spawn Movie Ranch? And, you know, there's some recognition.
As big as LA is, you think I should have a better grasp on the geography? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you just said to me?
Yes, but wherever it is that she says, is like, I recognize the name of it.
Good. Good for you.
Anyways, wherever Spawn Movie Ranch is, it's far from wherever they are. Then they start going. He agrees to it because he's got the afternoon to waste anyways. And now his curiosity's piqued because he knows Spawn Movie Ranch. And then she says, "You want me to suck your cock while driving?"
And
To which
she's not
he
18.
responds,
I don't know.
Yeah, he said,
Poontang. Poontang.
yeah, he says poontang.
He don't want to go to jail.
Had you heard that term before? You know that term? Where do you know it from? Where did you hear it from? Where
Probably
did you
another
first
movie.
encounter it? Pootie Tang? Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't. What's his name? Not Eddie. What's his name? Who was in that?
I mean, Chris Rock was.
That's not the name. That's
in
not
it.
the face I can see.
I don't know who played Pootie Tang. I don't know who the actor was. I never saw it. Yeah, he says he's not going to jail. He said he's verifying her age.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have ID. She smashes her hippie feet against the glass of the windshield. Another foot indicator. You know, in like Pulp Fiction, there's a whole dialogue about foot rub. Got my technique down.
This is between John Travolta and... No, I don't remember that. I haven't seen it in a long
You
time.
remember who it was between?
That's the only people I could think of would be having a conversation.
Gave Marcellus Wallace's wife a foot rub. He threw him out the window. Anyways, now we're back to set. Now we got Luke Perry. Boston. They call him Boston, but he is a Lancer also. And Cliff Curtis. I wrote a note here that Leo is great at acting with young girls, which is funny because of his reputation. But he has been categorically great throughout his entire career with Claire Danes, with Kate Winslet, in One Battle After Another with Infinity Chase, whose name you don't like, even though it is her real name.
Infinity is the real middle name, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like it's
Tom
a first
Cruise
name.
is his middle name.
Why you got a hard on for Tom Cruise? Why you keep
What?
talking about him?
It's a stage name that's derived from her actual name.
Wait.
You're the
What did you
name
just say?
hater.
Oh, you said he's been good throughout his career. Is there a performance that you think was bad of Leo's that you can think of, or one that you would rate the least enjoyable for you?
I mean, I haven't seen all of his movies.
I feel like you've seen a lot, though. Anything top of mind that you was like, that's not no good?
No, I mean, there are moments. He's one that has a penchant for, like on Killers of the Flower Moon, there was a lot of, okay, he was, they were like, all right, well, he's trying to ad lib and do stuff like that. And I feel like there are moments of that, and there are actors who will get away with doing that more. Like even in One Battle After Another, you can tell there are little moments that are tenuous and maybe don't have that fully true ring that other moments do, but the performance is so good on the whole that all the rest of that can just be brushed aside. It's whatever.
Okay.
But there's a lot of that, like, I don't know. There was the biggest standout to me of like the worst, and I can't believe that it was left in the movie, but I can't talk about it very well.
Okay.
Without it being a spoiler, is in Inception.
Who are you trying to not spoil it for me?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways, because there's a part where something very severe happens,
okay,
and it's
Does
the
Elliot
line delivery
is the
on
cause of it? Never mind. Go ahead.
Elliot. Oh, please look at you. No, but he says, "Jesus Christ," and it's like this very horrible line delivery, and it's the way that it's cut. It's a very I don't know. It's very poor, and it's supposed to be emphatic, and
it pulled you out of the movie.
Yeah, and I can guarantee it's not in the script.
You cannot guarantee that. Look at you acting like you be
Listen,
on set.
I will
Stop it.
admit, if I'm wrong,
Have you looked
I
at the
will,
script?
no,
And
I
you
haven't.
know that the one that it might be available might not be the original one. Like they go back and change it to match what's
I
going
don't
on.
know, but just stands out, and I bet you it's not in
You're
there.
crazy.
Um,
We arrive at the ranch. Oh no, we're back to the Lancer scene.
yeah,
He does a good job, right? Even the little girl compliments.
yes, this is where we get best acting I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. The little girl tells that to Rick.
Yeah. They go through, he's the bad guy. He's got her held hostage. They come in, he throws her down to the ground, and he's doing the ad-libs. The director comes up, he's like, Rick, that was great. And a bronco busting bean eater, whatever he says. I can't remember. Bean eating bronco buster is what something like that. And then the little girl comes up after the scene. He's like, are you okay? I didn't mean to throw you down so hard. And she pats her elbow. She's like, I got on pads, and putting his mind at ease. And she comes up and whispers in his ear, that was the best acting I've ever seen. You can tell it's a real great moment of acting happening while she's giving him the compliment of seeing him welling up with pride, basically, and like what he was able to do. Everybody's gushing over him, and you get the sense that this, beyond the success that he's had, something like this hasn't really happened
In a
to
long
him.
time.
Like,
Or ever? You think ever?
I don't know. Do you think that that's a very commonplace thing that happens on sets? I mean, you've been on sets. Did you ever see anybody
not
come up after
legit
that
been
and be
on a-
like, wow, what great acting? They're just like, all right, that's it. Probably. They're like, next one, set, scene 5, whatever.
I got that he really did used to be at the top of his game, and that this just hasn't happened in a long time where he's felt like he's done a good job. But I don't know. I feel like people would have kissed his ass in the past.
So how often do you think they go cut and people are like, wow,
In real
It's
life,
not like-
no. In a movie, about a movie, I feel like it's not out of place.
Okay. All right. Then we go back. Now we're at Spawn Ranch.
Yes.
We're inside the house.
And Shane, does that sound familiar? I think that's what I wrote down by Sydney Sweeney's name.
Shane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But maybe.
Because she's telling her to look out the screen window to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Screen door, sorry.
You said someone in a bitchin' yellow Coupe de Ville. And we got Gypsy is there. She's, her from, you didn't make a note of her.
Are you talking about Lena
Mm-hmm.
Dunham? Mm-hmm.
We got Tex.
Yes, Austin Butler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this girl's name, but she played Honora. She's there too.
Mikey Madison.
Okay.
Squeaky is
I didn't write down about her name, Squeaky.
Squeaky.
This isn't going to help me. Like I said, I didn't write down anybody's name.
Oh, Squeaky.
Oh, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
I didn't write down the name beside her.
Yeah, so they get out and Cliff's asking, talks about that he was a movie cowboy, shot cowboy movies out here, and he asks about George.
Mm-hmm. Like, because he's not
George
buying
Spawn? Yeah.
that George is letting all these people, it's a shit ton of people at the ranch, just live there for free.
Something's amiss.
Mm-hmm.
So he's asking, "Can I see George?" And everything seems off, and like everybody's being evasive, and they're dancing around, and it seems like they're offering up excuses as to why he can't see him. Oh, he's taking his nap, and eventually it gets to a point where
Snake, not Shane.
Snake. Okay. Eventually Squeaky, who seems to be the ringleader of these Manson kids.
Of the girls, anyway.
No,
you
there's
think of
guys in
everybody?
the house. She dismisses everybody from the house where they were all watching TV, and she's like, "I'll handle this." Then Cliff comes to the door. They have their exchange at the door. She's being very curt, and she's like, on Thursdays we watch this show.
And he's napping, so you can't see him.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get his nap in, then he falls asleep when watching TV, and I don't want to be cheated out of my George TV time.
Yeah.
And she's being very assertive and basically trying to tell him. And then he stands, he's like, well, that may be. He's like, but I'm fucking coming in there, and I'm going to see George. He's like, I came all this way. And then she resigns herself to go sit back down and go back to the TV. As he's making his way through the house, she yells out, oh yeah, she's saying he's in the back napping. She's like, I fucked his brains out this morning. And then she says, oh, Mr. 8 years ago, because he said he used to make movies out there 8 years ago. She said, oh, Mr. 8 years ago, George is blind. Which is another thing, like, oh, God, there's some fucking blind old man that they're taking advantage of out here. You see, there's a rat.
Oh, yeah.
He sees a rat stuck in a glue trap, struggling to get out. I mean, it's a little on the nose of, like, a rat in a trap, him in this house. All of it is playing on the
Something
audience to
sinister going
ratcheting up tension. The music is ratcheting up the tension. He makes his way to the room in the back. You see a body on a bed. It's dark as hell in there, even though it's bright as shit outside on this dusty cowboy ranch. And that's this whole scene plays out in its entirety, right? There's no cutback here. I stopped taking notes. It was kind of at this point where, even though, I mean, I probably was taking more notes on this than any of the other movies that we've talked about so far, it was at this point where I was like, I wish I could stop taking notes and just watch the movie, because I hadn't seen it in a long time. And
we should have watched it twice. We should have watched it twice. Well, I didn't want to watch it twice, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think you're right, because I wrote down Dakota Fanning's name, then the next thing I wrote was Talk with George.
Yeah. So he shakes George awake. George is played by Bruce Dern. Then, after having a very comedic exchange, he can't see. He doesn't know who he is. There's a lot of wordplay about the girl with the red hair. He's like,
squeaky.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know. He's like, how the fuck would I know what her hair color is, or whatever he says. Yeah. Anyways, he basically confirms everything that these kids were telling, but obviously is not all the way there in his mind and is clearly being taken advantage of. I mean, the place is a fucking pigsty. There's garbage everywhere. There's who knows how many people living on this ranch. And then when Cliff leaves the house, suddenly nobody's out there anymore.
Yeah.
He goes up back to the Coupe de Ville. The tire's flat, and now suddenly everybody is back out there. He sees
Clem sitting on the fence, right, laughing.
Yeah. A goofy looking shirtless hippie who's laughing at him with the tire stabbed flat.
So he snatches him, punches. He punches him too, right? Slams on top of the hood. Not slam, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, he says he says like, did you do this? Yeah. And he goes into the trunk, gets the tire out, and he says, fix it. And then the guy's like, fuck you. And then he starts punching him. Then everybody starts coming over like they're going to do something. They send somebody off to go get, Gypsy's like, send somebody to go get Tex. Mm-hmm. They go to get.
Oh. Well, it's not important, but we did skip where we saw Tex earlier, and it looks like the ranch is still making money by.
Yeah, they're taking people on horse guided tours through the scenery out there. Yeah, I mean, he punches Clem so hard he fucking knocks him off of his feet, like into the air. His mouth's all bloody, and he's like, "Can I get a rag first?" And he's like, "No." Then they go get Tex. Tex is riding back as fast as he can. By the time he gets back, Cliff's already taken off. He's gone.
Then to connect to the next scene, who's watching FBI? Is it?
Well, no. Then Cliff picks Rick up from set. They go back to his house. he invites him in to watch FBI. He's like, thought you might ask. I picked up a 6-pack, whatever. Thought we'd watch it together. And then he tells him about, I got an acid dipped cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a brief flashback of him buying he stopped. There's a hippie girl walking across the street. She's like, you want to buy a cigarette dipped in acid?
50 Cent, right?
Yeah. Well, they don't say that till later.
Later when?
Later, whenever they remember about it again.
Oh.
Anyways, you can see the cigarette dipped in acid is like completely yellow. And he puts it in Rick's cigarette box. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Case, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a big elongated box that's full of cigarettes lined up, and he puts it in that box. He's like, tell you about it now so you don't smoke it by mistake or whatever he says.
Yeah.
And they watch that episode of FBI. It's fun to see him. He's playing the FBI was a real show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Rick's commenting on, he's like, that guy was a real asshole, like talking about the other actors that he's sharing scenes with. And this is a hugely memed moment.
What?
Of the pointing at the TV. You've never seen that?
I don't think so.
He's got the drink in his hand. Leo's got the drink in his hand, and it's him
Why
pointing
you
at
shaking?
the TV, like, because that's what the thing is. It's him pointing at the TV whenever he sees himself or whatever.
I'll have to look it
whatever
up.
the moment is. Yeah.
Why is that such a... What do they... Just you put something else on the screen? Whatever the
It's
meme
just
is?
people saying, like, yeah, it's not even that. It's just like, it's like me when I see this happen, and it's like the
Okay.
recognition thing, whatever. Then we go to 6 months later.
Friday, August 8th, 1969. And again, I wrote, who is the narrator? Although you already answered me.
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell.
Yes.
He's cataloging. Rick did go to Italy. He did do this stuff. Cliff was able to be his stuntman again. Sergio Corbucci, the Nebraska Gym movie. We find out that he got married to a young Italian starlet named Francesca Carpucci. She doesn't even speak English.
Young. What are you...
What, you thought she was a contemporary? You didn't think she was supposed to be a young not
I don't mean...
young like Marabella, but not a little girl. She's a younger actress than
What are
him.
you giving her? 20s?
I think she was probably supposed to be in her 20s, yes.
Okay.
It's talking about their time there, and then it's basically leading down to, it's showing it as well. It's showing the stuff, showing them in Italy, showing them coming back on the plane. Rick is in first class with his wife. Cliff's in coach. They're both drinking, talking about this is going to be their final rodeo together after 9 years working with each other.
Yeah,
and
he
being
got a wife now.
friends.
Can't afford a driver.
Yeah, it basically shows them having a sit down and Rick spelling it out. Like, they're going to be parting ways when they get back. The end of the road. And the only way to do that is by getting blind drunk. Dang, I didn't. Again, the
What?
music playing in the background is saying something, baby, you're out of time. I don't remember what the melody of it was. I wrote this note down.
What?
Is this movie good if you don't know what a hippie is? Do you think that it...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but you think it illustrates everything well enough to where you would be able to intuit what was going on? Like, if you had no idea of the Sharon Tate murders or Charlie Manson or any of that
Which
stuff.
I really don't. I have a very superficial knowledge of it.
Okay. But you also don't like the movie that much.
But I told you why not.
Okay. And they're showing everyone at the El Coyote for dinner.
Mm-hmm. I wrote down Sharon Tate friend Joanna with a baby. What's that about? Do they meet somebody at... Does she pass somebody at Coyote and say, hey, how's the baby? I can't imagine why I wrote that down.
I don't know, wasn't Joanna Folger? Who was
Abigail.
Folger? Abigail Folger. Rick and Cliff are at Casa Vega. They're getting shit-faced there. They show Oh, after they get back, they also show them pick up
Brandy.
Brandy from the vet or the wherever it was they were boarding her. And Brandy is at Rick's guarding Francesca. Sharon and the friends go home. Rick and Cliff take a cab from Casa Vega so they don't drink and drive. And this is when...
Wait. Go back to the song lyrics.
Baby, you're out of time.
Oh. I wonder if this is the same song. I must have liked it because I wrote down the lyrics because I wanted to look it up. Is it also Baby, Are You Holding Anything But Me? I think. Anyway, I got to look it up. I think I really liked it. Maybe it's called Real Straight Shooter.
You wrote down Real Straight Shooter?
Baby, Are You Holding Anything But Me? Real Straight Shooter. Yeah. And I was going to ask the name of book Abigail is reading. But anyway.
Was it Tess Duberville?
I don't know.
They get back. This is when we get
11:45.
Second flight. Oh, yeah. It's time stamping everything to correlate to the actual time signature of the Manson murders. Manson family murders. Charlie wasn't involved beyond brainwashing hippie kids. We get the second hippie girl flashback. 50 cents. Why not? That was the exchange.
Okay.
She said, how much? 50 cents? 50 cents? Why not? And then he looks at the dog, pulls out the cigarette, he goes, is tonight the night? And goes to take the dog for a walk.
And he passes I called it the Manson car, but the car that Tex and etc. are in.
Now we get another next gen Hollywood actress in the vehicle. Maya Hawke, Uma Thurman's daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Uma and Ethan's daughter.
Don't know. Didn't know that was her, and I don't know her.
She's the one who forgets her knife.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get... So Cliff goes, takes the dog for a walk. He's smoking the acid cigarette. The car was coming up Cielo. It's loud as shit. The muffler's busted. It's loud enough and annoying enough to where Rick, who is in the kitchen making margaritas in a blender, hears it, wonders what's going on. He goes out with the blender in hand and starts screaming at them, calling them dirty fucking hippies.
I so enjoyed this. Not the name calling. Well, not that he's calling them hippies, just because I want to yell at people with those loud pipes. So I felt like this was a very cathartic scene for me.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I write Dennis Hopper?
Because he calls him Dennis Hopper. Hey, Dennis Hopper.
Okay.
Because Dennis Hopper was emblematic of that era with Easy Rider. I never saw Easy Rider,
yeah, okay.
But yeah. They drive away. Cliff gets back. He's doing the... What's going on over there?
Well, please, I was reading my notes. That's all. But I didn't do this part, so I guess mine is after. When do they talk in the car about who was that? Is it right after, or is it after we go back to the house and do we come back?
We get them in the car interacting before Leo comes out and yells at them.
No, I'm talking about after. I'm asking, after he yells, do we go back into the house or do we stay with them in the car?
Stay with them in the car.
Okay.
Driving, down the road.
Okay, because Sadie, the girl who played Honora, she tells Tex that was Jake Cahill.
Yeah.
And she also says that Manson tells him to kill everybody in Terry's house and make it witchy, or she says that.
Yeah.
Somebody says that, he or she.
And she starts talking about when they've been doing their trips. So basically when they've been doing acid and whatever the fuck was going on with their cultish interactions with Manson, that she was going down this thinking about the people on TV are the ones that made us murderers or made us killers or whatever. So if we kill the people who made us killers. So this is where we get the sharp deviation because of Rick coming out and yelling at them. That now instead of killing the people at the Tate house, they're going to go to Rick's house.
And guess what I did right? Who was the girl who goes back to the car?
Oh, there you go. Well, in the meantime, we're getting Brandy's dinner routine, but in Rick's house. And this is where, while he's getting the cans of the
I don't. You want to flip back? Wolf raccoon food. Wolf's tooth dog food.
Yeah. And this time we get a stronger shot of the can close up, and we see the slogan for.
What is it?
I mean, describe the dog too, because we didn't describe the dog. This could be a teacup poodle for all these people know if you haven't
real
seen it.
Strong looking dog.
It is like the
What kind of dog
beefiest
is
fucking pit bull
Pit
that
bull,
you've
okay.
ever seen. It looks like it's on steroids, and it looks like it could bite a human's head off with one chomp. I mean, it is the strongest looking dog I feel like that has ever been shown on screen. I don't know where they got the dog from, but the dog is great. The slogan on the can for the wolf's tooth is "Good food for mean dogs." Now, the dog looks like a lumbering, like behemoth of a specimen of a pit bull, but up till now, all we've seen is like, this looks like a sweet dog, and you love the relationship between Cliff and Brandy. But also, because of the type of person that Cliff is, you get the sense that this dog is like a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Also, while the dinner prep is going on, it's revealed that Cliff is definitely tripping on the acid.
Oh, yes, because he's amazed
cigarette.
at how the food looks coming out the can, even though he's seen it 100 times.
Yeah, and also he's starting to get tripped out by the lights and everything, and then this is the point where after I wrote "Good food for mean dogs," I didn't write any more notes after this, because this is the whole end game sequence, which is...
as he's doing that, what's his face? Rick is in the pool singing.
Yeah, Rick has he's got headphones on, and he's got a
Picture of my
radio.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's got a radio, and he's in a pool chair, like a floating pool chair, and he's listening to music. He's singing and drinking margaritas.
So he can't hear anything.
Yeah. Now Cliff is in the house, and now the Manson kids. Well, Maya Hawk ran back to get her knife. She fucking took the car and left.
Yeah,
they hear her leave.
And pause. So just what I read earlier, one girl did stay in the car, but I feel like, never mind. I thought I saw a documentary. I don't know why I would have.
Oh, you're talking about the real life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. I forget about the documentary, but yeah, somebody did stay back in the car. I don't know if surely she didn't leave for real. But I don't know. Good on her if she did. Yeah, I thought there was a trial for her too, even though she didn't help them.
Oh, well.
I don't know if I'm
Manson
making
went
this
to
up.
jail for life, and he wasn't even there.
Well, good. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
So now we get Tex.
Sadie busts through the front, right?
I think Tex comes in the front door first.
Okay.
And he sees him. Tex has a gun. The rest of them just have knives.
Mm-hmm.
Tex has the gun pointed at Cliff, and Cliff is doubting reality at this point because
not phased
he's
at all.
tripping and he doesn't know what's going on. But he does prevent Brandy from doing anything. He gives her
A hand signal.
Yeah,
okay.
hand signal. No, yeah, is what calls her to action. But yeah, he gives the hand signal like a stay, and she, good dog, is completely obedient to him. They have their exchange, and like this got huge laughs, and it is a good line, but this got huge laughs. This whole
you gotta
exchange,
remind me.
the face off between Tex and Cliff. And he's looking at him in disbelief, and he's like, "Are you real?" And do you remember what Tex says?
No.
"I'm as real as a donut, motherfucker."
Okay.
And Cliff laughs. He's bemused by these exchanges so far, and
What, when it says, "Hey, I know you"? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. There's the recognition.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I know you,"
You
and
were
Tex
on a
was like, "I don't
horsey.
think so." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, what was your name? He's like, something like Rex.
But
Or no. Yeah. So he's like, what was your name? And he's like, I am the devil or something
he
like
was like, "No,
that.
something dumber."
No. Tex says, I am the devil or whatever or something like that. He's like, no, it was dumber than that. Something like Rex. And then, yeah. So, okay, yeah. The first move is him triggering Brandy to bite Tex's gun arm. Then
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. It should say, we didn't say, the two other girls come in from a side door.
Okay, see, because I thought Tex came in with one of the girls, but
Okay.
you could be right. I don't know. I don't remember.
That's either way. They're all three. So Tex might have come in the front with the one girl. She comes around the other side of the room. Then Honora, what was her name? Sadie comes in from the side door or the back door or whatever. Then he grabs
What does he use to get her?
He grabs the other can of dog food and throws it right in her face.
Yeah.
And it is, holy
Yikes.
shit. The idea of a full can of dog food, and it's a big can because the dog is a big fucking dog. Man, that would
I'm trying to
hurt
imagine me
so
throwing.
much.
Mine
it
wouldn't
would
have.
crush your. I mean, her nose would have been shattered, and she is instantly screaming bloody murder.
Ugh.
So now this becomes the backdrop, and I have a feeling that this probably is part and parcel as to why it was overkill for you. Because you just couldn't stand the screaming being.
Well,
so
wait.
prolonged.
This isn't Sadie. Isn't the one who gets? Is Sadie the one that gets hit in the face?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a little bit of this, but it was more the flame throwing scene. I was like, this is going on. That's when her screaming was going on too long. I was like, she should just be dead already. But anyway, is this screaming? Is this what wakes up Francesca?
Yeah. So she comes out, and the other girl with the knife is squaring her down. All these particulars aren't
important, not really.
Yeah. Eventually, the other one, who's not Nora, that didn't get smashed in the face with the can, she accidentally, pretty much, stabs her knife into Cliff's hip, and it looks like it's fucking touching bone. It looks pretty nasty whenever they fall through a table or something together, and she kind of even stands up in disbelief. And he like taps the handle of it and is like, like he doesn't say far out, but he has some sort of reaction like that.
Yeah.
And then does he like lose consciousness there or what? I don't remember.
I thought the other girl hit her head one more time as well. Didn't he don't push her into a mantle or anything? He physically. What?
Yeah.
He does something.
No, that's right. The knife goes into the hip, and then he beats her to death.
Yeah,
he smashes her head to smithereens. Yeah,
and I feel like the dog
through everything
bites. What's the name again? Too? Who's coming for Francesca? Is that a
no? The dog gets Honora.
Yeah, but yes, whatever hand she has the knife in, the dog also grabs at it as she's going for Francesca. No?
Yeah, but that's Sadie.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because then she's getting dragged all around, and I don't remember what. Eventually, the dog goes back to where Francesca is and is like pawing at the door to be let in.
And this is a little comedic moment. Francesca comes out, and then she look, and then hurries back in to the room and closes the door. Do you know what I'm talking about?
She hits the one girl.
Okay.
And she's like, "You motherfucker!" Yeah.
Okay, remind me. Does Honora go through a glass door? I'm just making it up.
Yes.
Okay, she does stumble into the backyard where Cliff is, where Rick is in the pool.
Yeah, because she's been mutilated.
And she's out of her mind with pain, I guess.
She probably can't see either.
No,
she's
blood,
been smashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then she bursts out through the glass, and now Rick is drawn into this situation. He has no idea of anything that's transpired so far, so he just sees some mangled lunatic dressed in all black
I can't imagine.
break through the glass into his backyard. He hops to action out of the pool because did she grab the gun? She's shooting the gun. Yeah, she has the gun.
Not that
somehow,
she's really
I don't
aiming.
remember. Yeah. She's shooting wildly. Rick retreats into the pool house and gets the flamethrower.
Which he has practiced with for 3 hours a day for 2 weeks straight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't even... Yeah. He
For
highlights
his
that
role,
to
yeah.
Mr. Schwartz. He's saying, yeah. And they show him practicing. He's like, "You do anything about...
How
reducing-"
hot it gets.
Yeah. Reducing that. He's like, it's a flamethrower, Rick. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, then he busts out the flamethrower. You hear the same music that they played from the 14 Fists when they're showing that scene. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same music of him walking out, and then he torches her. The screaming
So long.
still
Oh, my
going.
God. There's no way. Well, maybe. I don't know. You think somebody would have lasted that long?
No, all of it is
Gosh, it's too much. It's
deliberately
too
over
much.
the top. It's not glorified violence, but it is gratuitous violence for sure. It's overkill for the sake of...
For the sake of what? That's my question. Why? For the sake of what? Entertainment? Because at one point it passes entertainment
It's a
for
flight
me.
of fancy, just like locking all the Nazis in the movie theater in Inglourious Bastards and setting fire to it and killing all of them gruesomely. Like how gruesome the Tate murders were, but that visited upon those pieces of shit instead. Stabbing a pregnant woman 16 times and killing her and the unborn baby. You don't think that's more horrific than getting set fire
but
to
I
them?
didn't witness it. You know what I mean?
Anyways, it lays out what?
Nothing. I don't know if this is true, and if it is, what a fucking piece of shit. But apparently, the reason Roman was in a different country is he didn't even want the baby. He was trying to convince her to have an abortion, so they were arguing.
Real?
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know.
Back then, you could have an abortion at 8.5 months.
I'm sure they meant before you got to that point.
Gotcha.
God, no, you can't. No, not unless it's medically necessary.
Eventually, the authorities show up. Everybody's fucking dead. Or we're basically like jumping to... I mean, Rick comes in. He sees... Or Cliff's getting drawn out. Rick's interacting with the authorities. He's giving them the rundown.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, is that before or after? Whatever. He's like, I went out. The hippies, like, heard him. This is a private street or something like that. Or maybe he said that when he was making the margaritas.
Yeah. He said that one was making margaritas. It's supposed to be a private fucking street.
Yeah. Anyways, Cliff's getting carted out. He's still zapped out.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to come to the hospital with you. What hospital are you taking him to? He's like, don't you worry about that. He's like, you go back in there.
Take care
you
of
got
Brandy.
a beautiful creature in that bed. Go lay with her. And he's like, she just took 14 sleeping pills or something like that. She's not going to wake up till Labor Day or President's Day or something. Yeah, they all leave. Everything subsides. The dust settles. Rick's out there by himself. And then Jay Sebring is there at the gate. He's like, hey, what happened? And asking him. And then the magic gets drawn and you hear
Sharon Tate.
Rubby comes through the intercom. Jay?
Apparently she's a fan of Rick.
He gets invited up to the house and the crane shot goes over the hedges showing him going up the driveway. The music changes to be very whimsical and very fairy tale-ish, and then the movie's over and yay, he did it. Great job, Tarantino.
Okay, so I know I've asked you this before. This is the top rated movie for you out of all the Tarantino films you've seen. Have you seen them all?
I've seen them all, yeah.
And this is the top for you?
Yes, I have maintained, well, not as much with Kill Bill 2, even though it is a good movie. There's a, well, you're never going to watch it, right? You don't even want to watch the
Kill Bill
coming out. Yeah.
No, I've only seen a couple of scenes from it.
Well,
I'm not gonna watch
it's not even a spoiler if I explain it this way. at the end, Bill
Of the first one?
of the second one.
Okay.
Bill is played by David Carradine. Do you know who that is?
I know who that is because this is part of the scene I saw because she does the martial arts thing on his
so
chest.
you've seen that. Okay. So you've seen what he looks like and how he is. You know the movie's all about martial arts. The end of that movie, everything about both volumes is leading up to her interacting with Bill directly. When she finally gets to him, he goes on this huge monologue about that starts with him being like, you know that I love comic books or something like that. And you're like,
this doesn't seem absurd to me because I feel like villains always do that in a movie. I feel like he's making fun, even though I haven't seen this, but go ahead.
Yes, but then he's like Superman and he's talking about like the actors and actresses involved in it's the fucking worst. It's the most egregious example of, and this is something that is throughout all of Tarantino's movies, which it's a charming thing about them too, is like the way that he writes dialogue. If you've ever seen him speak in an interview or speak at all, or even act in a movie, reading his own dialogue, you get glimpses of that in almost every single actor or actress doing his dialogue, where some fleeting moment will come in and you're like, that is not believable in the performance. It just sounds like Tarantino.
Okay, it sounds like a line.
Yes. And that comic book diatribe from Bill, the big baddie in the Kill Bill movies,
sounds written.
And it sucks all the wind out of it to me. And it really like destroyed the fabric of the entire arc of it, and especially the second movie. So that's probably like the least rewatched and the one that is, I mean, it's still a great movie up to that point. Either way, the arc of Tarantino's career, to me, I feel like every successive movie that he's done has been better than the one before it. So I think that every movie that he's done is the best movie. That's why it's like building to a crescendo where he says he's only going to do 10, and like whatever his last movie is.
He said that?
Yeah, he said whatever the next movie he makes as a director is going to be the last movie that he directs.
Did he give any reason why?
I don't know. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome or live long enough. I mean, he's got a pretty good track record so far in my estimation. And like,
okay, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say he has tons of other interests, and at this point, you know, he's not doing it as a function or out of a need for money. And if he doesn't feel
drawn,
that is something that, you know, some people just keep making them just because they can. And if you don't feel that compulsion, or you don't feel artistically motivated, I mean, I'd much rather him hang it up than just keep making movies for the fuck of it. Or just
I was just wondering if why he settled on the number 10. That's all I meant.
Yeah, I don't know. But
okay, so rank them: best or worst Tarantino films, or worst to best.
I mean,
or you can't because they're all good.
No, I would just put Kill Bill Volume 2 as the worst one, and then starting from Reservoir Dogs, just chronologically in order.
And this is his most recent one, right? Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is best for you. Okay.
Yes.
I've only seen, let's see, this one, Inglourious Bastards, Hateful Eight, Django, and Pulp Fiction. I cannot remember Pulp Fiction, but I do remember liking it and how he played with time. So if I had to rank just of the 5 I've seen, this one is the worst for me.
Okay. It also plays with time.
Whatever.
As a flashback within a flashback.
Anyway, like I said, too much. Then it'll be Pulp Fiction, but that's only because I can't remember how much I liked it or not. Then Django, then Inglourious Bastards, but Hateful Eight, I really, really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my top.
And you know they're making
what?
It's not a sequel, but they're making another
Hateful Eight?
No.
Oh, what?
A movie about Brad Pitt's character.
Oh.
going to be called The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Oh.
You know that Tarantino wrote a novelization of this movie. It's like a 700 plus page
No, I don't
book.
think I knew that.
I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's where the Cliff Booth movie is being pulled out of that.
Okay.
It's obviously a lot more comprehensive. I mean, how long is it? Miss Script Notes. How long is the average screenplay relative to length of time, like runtime of a movie?
Oh, it doesn't really equate, but from what I've heard, 1 minute for 1 page.
Okay. So a 700 plus page book would be.
Well, no, surely has to.
It might even be
chop
longer
out.
than that. It might be like 1,000-page fucking book. It's a big fucking book. Anyways, it's being directed by David Fincher, who is Mindhunter and Gone Girl, Seven, which you had never seen, Fight Club. So he's worked with Brad Pitt before too.
Mm.
You didn't watch The Killer. Anyways, it's very strange that another pedigreed director is doing a continuation of I'm excited about it. Just for that fact, regardless of what movie it was an extension of.
Are they already filming?
They're filming it right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, as far as I know. Might be wrapped. Any other thoughts, considerations? They have supposedly buried the hatchet, Tarantino and Uma Thurman. I'm guessing that probably happened before he cast her daughter in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but
no more thoughts. Said everything that I liked.
You like the performances?
Oh yeah, I don't think there were any weak ones. It was good.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that has vastly improved over time too. Is the longer it's gone, his career has gone on, the fewer glaring instances of Tarantino dialogue seeping through or being so like readily apparent. And the point whenever it started to dissipate the most, or the biggest turning point to me anyways, was with Inglourious Bastards, because like 60% of it, or maybe more than that, is in other languages. And I feel like that is a huge advantage in obscuring the source, is by having it be in French and German and Italian, and Hateful Eight being period specific. He had to write in a particular way, and this too kind of.
Yeah, gotcha. Well,
it's a period set in.
I know, but it's not like they were talking so differently.
Yes, but it had to be reflective of 1969. All right, Brittany scale then. The Brittany scale is a scale based on Brittany's
frequent, what do I want to say? Descriptions I have when I'm asked to I can't say descriptions when I'm asked to describe.
It's based on her lackluster response.
It is not lackluster.
Her evaluation.
The terms I use frequently to evaluate things.
Generally in the
and you like
not impressive range.
Okay. And you like me to go from bad to
best to worst.
Okay. So from best to worst.
The best you could be is
good, then decent, then regular, then okay, then bad. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood gets a solid. Well,
are you deciding this in real time?
No, I already thought about it. I was deciding if I was going to put it in between two or give it one full. So I'll put it between regular and decent.
Okay. You want to try to squish that into
a word?
Shitty portmanteau?
Recent. Regulicent? Oh, you want to say recent? Recent. Recent. You like recent, really?
Regulicent is,
I like
is your word to make.
I like regulicent. What about you? I already know you're going to give it
good. Yeah. It's one of the best movies of the last 25 years.
Please, no. Okay.
I was trying to remember. I saw it a lot of times I want to say 7, but it might have been.
In the theaters, you saw it 7 times?
Yeah. There's a scene during the credits. You remember that? You weren't paying attention. You already checked
I
out.
put post-credit scene. It had to be about cigarettes because I put post-credit scene. I wonder if I would have been a smoker in another lifetime. What was it about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was Leo doing an ad read for Red Apple cigarettes.
Okay.
And they do a very, I mean, I don't know if Tarantino watched The Simpsons. I'm sure the joke has been done in this iteration and other stuff, but it's him endorsing the product, smoking the cigarette, and then whenever they yell cut, he throws away. He's like,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, get it out of here. But you know that Ian was the one who actually clued me into this, and I just had never given it any consideration. But Red Apple cigarettes is a made-up brand.
Okay.
Did you know that? It's been throughout Tarantino's films. It's a fake cigarette brand that he's used repeatedly. Red Apple cigarettes. This is also, I'm sure, true. I didn't look it up. I just assumed because of the Red Apple thing, that beer that Cliff is drinking, the old Chattanooga Tennessee Lager, like, I've never heard of that. It's a fucking made up beer too. He's pretty good at making up fake products.
Wait.
I don't think the logo for the
What
Red
does this
Apple.
have to do with The Simpsons? Did I miss something? What are you saying about The Simpsons?
Oh, Krusty doing the Krusty Burger ad.
Uh-huh.
He's
drinking an old Chattanooga?
no, he's pretending to eat the burger and then he spits it out and he's like, some of the juice almost went down my throat.
Okay. I was just gonna ask favorite scene. And I don't even know what I'm going to answer if you ask me that because I don't know. But go ahead.
No, I don't think I have a favorite scene because I feel like all of every single individual scene is such a standout and it's such a knockout, like from front to back. I don't know.
Okay.
They're all, what the hell is the word? Each scene is a microcosm of the entire movie.
Okay.
And you can take any individual scene and extrapolate the entire movie from it and use it as a point of explanation for everything else in it. It's just, I don't know. It's so comprehensive and well put together and just, I don't know. It's
okay. The scene of of Cliff not murdering his wife. Extrapolate.
Retell the entire movie starting from that point. We just talked about it for hours.
I thought you said that each scene was a you said microcosm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that means that it.
Yeah, well, technically that scene is a thought that occurs within another scene, which itself is a flashback within a scene. So you'd have to
go back to the one before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Closing thoughts?
No, I loved it. I wish I would have seen it.
Any
more times.
Awards? Screenplay or anything?
Oh, you know what? I don't even know. I didn't think to look it up. I know it had have gotten nominated for stuff. I mean, we talked about them being in it, but he essentially identified 5 major stars before. I mean, he basically gave them all their big breaks.
Okay, so wait. Austin Butler.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney.
Margaret.
Yes.
Quayle.
And what other 2 are you?
Honora.
Yes, and then what's the last one?
Maya Hawke.
Has she starred in something?
Yeah, she's been in some movies.
Oh.
I mean, she's on Stranger Things now too. And please, Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter. Nepotism.
All right, so next time on Black and White Movie Night, we will be reviewing Joker.
When do you think that, I mean, Nepo baby is the term being thrown around fucking ad nauseum about every fucking person these days. But
okay, but when do I think what?
You think 10 years ago, I feel like the average person would not know what nepotism was.
Are you joking? I feel like it's... I was going to say it's go back to 1940s. What do you mean?
People would understand the concept, but I'm talking about popularly, like any dope anywhere. Like people know Nepo baby now, but they probably don't know that Nepo stands for nepotism. They just know Nepo baby means you are the kid of somebody who already has success in a field.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm fucking sick of hearing of it.
I feel like I haven't.
You haven't heard Nepo Baby?
Not like so much more than usual.
Well, you haven't seen the Rick Dalton pointing at the TV meme, so I don't know how you spend hours on Reddit all the time and not come across this shit.
Maybe I saw it and I don't recognize. I don't know. I have to look it up. So this has been Black and White Movie Night.
Jesus Christ.
Black
I'm
and
black,
white.
and my
I'm
name is
white.
Brittany. Didn't do that.
Yeah.
And your name is Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Black and
I'm-
white.
You're wrong. I'm right.
Mm-hmm.